Good evening, and welcome back to the world of Jord. I, of course, am your GM, Robert, and with me is my cavalcade of ne'er-do-wells, misfits, those touched by the eldritch powers, and those that are just touched and a little special. Going down our line, we are actually going to be down one this evening. Nori will be played by me. That will be just wonderful, I think. We'll see how it goes. Next, of course, is our art, our production, our hearts and our cryptid. Rick, who is going to be playing the enigmatic entropy. Yes, they are well dressed, but what's behind that smile?
Our art, our hearts,
Pain.
and our farts.
She's a gas. We all know it. So, next up, of course, is our wonderful Malachi, who will be playing the enigmatic cloud. We have two mysterious characters in our party, ladies and gentlemen. What are we to do? What are we to do? Then, of course, next is the one who's a cinnamon roll. A cinnamon roll that's laced with arsenic that can kill you in your sleep. But you know what? Great, great when it comes to, sewing and such. Milton, played by Mary. There are no notes on this character, just saying. And then finally is the one who may disappear at some point in this evening, depending on how her internet provider works. I'm looking at
Why would
you
you say that?
because I'm prepping the audience. I'm preparing them for possibilities. I am
You just
following
jinxed
my
us.
due diligence.
You just jinxed us.
There you
Hey,
go.
I got wood right here, knocking on it.
There you go. Our wonderful Piku who plays Ali Hirana.
Shush.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's do a small recap because we did miss last week because I was sick, failing my Constitution saving roll. So, when we last left our intrepid band of adventurers, having recovered relatively from the loss of their dear friend, they are now heading south to Tren, the principality that has been the home of the Wizarding Guild since the last 500 years, along with a plethora of other problems. Along the way, they have taken a ship. That ship, which was attacked by a horrific sea monster, has also become a passage, a ferry of sorts for two merfolk, Rip and Tide, who are currently looking for their two children. I've decided to change their names because someone reminded me that they were really bad names to begin with. So the two children they're looking for is Lucas and Amelia. Because Amelia is a great name. I don't care what anyone says. So, having survived the attack of the sea serpent, the ship is readily damaged and is trying to make its way to port. As that final day came to an end, just over the horizon, they saw the wonderful small port town of Portovino. This is the following morning because, again, the ship is going slow. It's been cracked by the Leviathan's coils that snap the main mast and all that, so it's going at like third speed. You eventually enter into the wonderful city Portovino. I'm going to change the music now. Whoop, wrong one. There we go. As the ship crests over the waves, you see Portovino. It is an old town surrounded by a crumbling city wall. It looks like it's been here for a very long time. It is a small fishing town. Without much further ado, a lot of the city buildings are painted in multiple hues of yellows, reds, blues, a colorful mixture. The water itself is also surprisingly clear. If you looked over the side of the ship, you would see the bottom, which is littered with the usual amount of shipwreck, detritus, coral, fish. This is a small little slumbering town. And as you're pulling into port, by the way, I am making this ship right here your ship. As you're pulling into town, you're seeing the cavalcade of a small fishing town. A number of the fishermen are already out because, again, it is morning, so the tide has brought many of them out. The town itself is slowly coming awake. The voices of many merchants and families waking and doing about their day. And by the way, I should also warn you, I'll be doing a horrible Italian accent because you're in Italy now, relatively speaking. As the ship pulls in, I would like the following people to roll me perceptions. We're going to first start with Cloud. I'm just going to assume everybody's on deck because why wouldn't you be?
What do I perceive?
It's a human town. There is fish being sold. There are boats in the water. It is a town. Next person. Actually, really quick. Do me one thing. Roll me a wisdom save real quick.
Wisdom save, okay.
Yep. There I am.
I rolled
So-
a 6 twice.
Cloud. In your mind, or in the section that you have acquired, within the mind of Quinn, there are direct connections. Portovino reminds Quinn, having seen the world through disconnected eyes, very similar to where he went to as a boy. The family St. Cloud did have a home out in the country, as it were, which was very similar to Portovino. It was a different town, of course. There was no city wall, but there's an air of familiarity, a sense of calm taking over his form. Do you do anything in regards to that?
No, not at this moment, no.
All right. So, next person I would like. Entropy. Would you be so kind as to roll me a perception, please? Just going right at it, aren't you? Okay, cool. Man, I don't know what I did. Maybe I should have gone with Lux. I don't know.
You had your chance, man.
I did, and this.
I
Sorry.
told you. I said entropy's a bit of a see you next Tuesday.
Yeah. So, Entropy. Upon coming into this small port town, you recognize it. You played here once. It was a long time back before certain other things happened, but you have been here before. The smell's familiar, a lot of fish. A number of the buildings look different, but there's one that you spot without too much problem. Porco's. You played at Porco's a long time ago. Might still be a nice place to reacquaint while the ship is being mended. As a possibility. Do you tell anybody about Porco's or no?
Yes.
All right. Would you like to remember more about Porco's?
I would love to remember more about Porcos.
All right. Would you be so kind as to roll me a wisdom check, not a save?
Okay.
Does it serve pork, or is it a different kind of porco?
That's dumb.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, not
Okay,
you, the
roll,
fucking
not
roll,
you.
Pigu. Come on, man.
So,
I'm sorry. I failed us.
it was before you became interesting, before your patron got involved in your life.
Before I became entropy.
before you became entropy, and that you don't go back. You don't go back. Porcos was a thing in the past. This is you now. Maybe something new, something interesting, something worth getting involved with. Who knows? But that's what you basically tell everybody, that Porcos is the one inn in this entire town that might actually be good. There might be another one, but it'd be like going to your grandma's house. You get the one room and it smells funny. So, final person I would like to roll perception, Milton.
All right. Of course, I immediately go to the wrong screen. All right. You gotta be.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hold on.
You rolled a 1 and you still got 19?
How do
How?
you figure out
Wow.
What sorcery is this? Please.
So
Is this
hold
reliable
on.
talent?
I'm looking at the math on the thing. 1d20 min 10, so a minimum of 10 plus
Yeah.
9.
Yeah. So
Joan,
19.
if you're
yeah.
watching,
You nat
this
one.
is what you have to look forward to.
So this actually kind of works out in my favor. So, and also for yours. You've never been to Portovino before. When you were traveling up, your ship was actually rather fast and skipped a lot of these smaller towns, but you know what to generally look for. You spot several things, at least from the dock side. Tombo and Piccolo's shipping. That would probably be someplace where the Mercantile Guild might have a presence. You also notice there is an abundance of kids, like a lot of them. Most of them are barefoot. I mean, they're all dressed, but, you know, it's getting to be summer down in the south, so it's getting hot. And so, you know, running around shoeless and in some cases shirtless, depending on how you do. But this seems like a place that has not had or seen trouble in a while. If you want to find information, Tombo and Piccolo might be your place to go.
Okay.
And of course, to remind everybody of your two joint colleagues. Come on now. Why are you not working? Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. It is not. Wow, this is weird. I'm trying to move stuff from one layer to the next, and it's not doing it. Why is that not doing it? All right, I'm going to have to jump out of Roll20 real quick and then go back in. So bear with me a moment. I do not know why this is going on. There we go. And logging back in. This is the kind of professionalism, ladies and gentlemen, that you keep coming back for and wondering why you're even watching this show.
Hey, this is real-time troubleshooting. This is a skill set.
Hey, you know, whenever I figure out how editing works, no one will know this happened, so it's fine.
You know, that's gives me warmth on a personal level. Thank you very much, Piku. And just for that, you get to live a little longer. So
yay!
Oh.
I didn't get to look at anything, so it's fine.
Yeah.
She's just puking over the side of the ship or something.
All right, so back to reality.
Oop, there's gravity.
I knew you were going to say that. This, of course, is Rip. No, this is Tide.
No time.
And this is Rip. The two parents are currently looking for their kids. Because, again, the kids were enchanted by the stories and tales of the surface world. The land where the people are. You know, if you'd be so kind, ladies and gentlemen, to start putting your tokens upon the map so that we can figure out where everybody will be going.
Boop. my beautiful girl.
All right, and I will also pull in our dear Nori. before. Nori, who will be played by me. Nori will mention, I smell fish and really good bread. Yes, this is good bread. Yes. Wait, yeah, that's right, because whenever Nori doesn't talk, it's Edgar who talks.
Mhm.
Yeah, remember he's
Yeah.
the puppeteer.
He's ratatouille. And
Yes.
He's just like meow meow meow, just on the top of her head, moving her left and right. So now that you've all arrived into town, you were told, or will be told, what the heck is son of a cat? All right. You're told by the ship's
Cat.
captain that the ship will need to be repaired for at least a day and a half, maybe sooner if they get some magic involved. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit. That snake, sea serpent, did a number on the ship. So by all means, enjoy the port and be back here before tomorrow, just to let us know if you're still coming south with us. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Porto Vino e Vino Marasso. What do you want to do?
Have any of you been to this town before?
I have.
I haven't.
What's that pincushion?
I haven't.
Oh, I thought you said you have. Okay, I
Oh.
just wanted to make sure. Well, I did tell you about Porco Rosso, or not Porco Rosso, sorry, Porco's. The inn.
Wonderful. So you shall serve as our guide?
Well, I kind of guess I already am. Yeah, why not? Yeah. You're still very unsettling. I hope you know that. You just... I want to give you a word of advice. As someone who hangs out with weird people very often, you might want to blink a little bit more.
I will factor that into my functioning.
Okay, but don't do it at the same pattern every single time. Break it up a little bit. Do like 2 space 3. You know what I'm saying. You seem like a very analytical kind of person. Anyway, do we want to go get a room? Well, you can all get your own room. I'm not sharing a room with anybody. No offense, but you've seemed like you've been on the road for a while.
A place to freshen up would be good.
Highly recommended. Okay, so he's gonna twirl his little cane and just start straight leg walking with his hands behind his back towards Porco's.
And is everybody following?
Yes.
Does anyone want to go anywhere else? Again, it is a small town, so splitting the party here is not as bad as it normally would be.
I think Allie's just kind of looking around. She doesn't want to split off just yet, especially since she's new everywhere. So
Yeah, this is true.
everywhere's been a little different, so she's
Well,
trying to
I've
feel
That
out.
last time.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. She's just trying to feel out how people are responding to her before she decides if she goes to her default hood up situation.
Well, again, it is a relatively early morning. Let me see if the locals have taken notice of you. They did take notice of the big ship that came in. But you are beneath notice in this early morning. This, though a small fishing town, is still a town that, has stuff to do. They don't lounge around. That's later in the afternoon when it gets too hot. Right now, a lot of the people that are awake and doing things are, again, like fishermen, getting their nets and boats ready. Again, the multitude of children are basically helping their parents getting various chores done around either their small houses, their stalls, and things of that nature. Now, of course, you're heading to Porco's. Give me a moment here. I'm going to just change the music.
Such a quaint little house.
As you enter Porco's is a quaint little inn, for lack of a better term. And by all means, yes, move your tokens over here, just so we have a track of everybody. Rip and Tide will tell you they are going to start searching for their kids. They will meet back up with you at Porco's since, they know where you guys are going to be. So. Okay. And there. The smell of warm bread mixed with various breakfast meats, primarily, well, I would say sausage, but it's definitely sausage. And also stale beer enters your nose as you come in. Kind of sleeping behind the main desk is an individual who I will get him right here. Okay. This gentleman. He's sitting there, asleep mostly. He has a wide-brimmed hat that's covering most of his face as he sleeps. And no one else is up. Again, you do smell the food, but it's like...
Excuse me. She taps the counter a little bit. Bonjour.
Oh!
Hello.
Downers. Give me a second. God. As he gets up, you'll notice that this gentleman's rather rotund. Entropy, you recognize this fine individual as Ross Porco, the owner of the establishment, former adventurer extraordinaire, fighter of pirates, now retired, and accompanied by his true love of his life, wine.
Wonderful. You haven't changed a bit.
Montevino, welcome. Definitely out of towners. Welcome to Porco's. How may I be of service?
We would like three rooms? What do you think? I'll get a...
I'm okay with sharing it. You're okay?
Well, Entropy will have his own room.
Yes.
Entropino. You look familiar. Do I know you from somewhere?
Well, I did play here way back in the day, but that was I guess you could say it was a lifetime ago.
Oh, you are a musician, yeah?
Pianist.
Ah, excellent timing. Are you also for sale? For playing?
There we go. Okay. I thought we were gonna have a problem because I don't do that anymore, and I definitely didn't do that when I came here. Anyway, yeah. What do you got? What do you need?
This is going to be the Portovino marathon is going to be happening today. Actually, this evening. I had a musician, but unfortunately they skipped town. So if you are interested to make a little money, I would definitely appreciate it. And of course, the rooms, obviously, I'm un momento, is a portaforo. Pulls out a big book. Looks like it hasn't been opened in a while. Monasani. Here we are. 2 rooms, be money de ser. I let you all figure that out. That's going to be about 3 silvers a night each, so 6 silver in the total.
Oh no! If I play for you, their rooms are comp too. Unless he's gonna turn to them like, unless you guys want to pay for your rooms.
We can support.
Yeah, I don't
in
you know,
your
you know what? I don't even know why I brought it up. Yes. So, if I play for you, all of our rooms are comped. I'm really good. You
roll
could
me a
say I'm
persuasion.
spellbinding.
roll that persuasion.
My moment has come. Oh, wait, no. That should not be a thing.
You rolled it though.
Oh, no, sorry. For a second, I brain farted, and I thought that he was an eloquence bard. But he's not an eloquence bard.
He's not an eloquence bard.
He's not an
Let's see
eloquence bard.
how it goes.
Huh?
Oh.
No.
It fully comped. No, I
What?
cannot allow this. How about the half price?
What if, and excuse my forwardness on this, what if Entropy gave you a sampling? And perhaps we can just get the first night free.
Sampling.
So you know what you're getting into, of course.
All right. You are a bard. You've played here before, apparently. Let us see what you can do.
Where is the piano?
Oh, over on the stage there. It's still in tune.
Alrighty then. He's gonna take off his like cloak and stretch his arms up and like crack, basically bend over backwards in a really unsettling manner and just like and then he's gonna go sit at the piano. Huh?
He's like, I don't think they've played here before.
Like I said, it was a lifetime ago. And he's gonna sit and down and start playing a very jaunty but very creepy tune at the piano.
I need you to roll me a performance.
Roll high. No, that was not.
And
Can you put digital dice in jail?
I'm sorry, say that again, okay?
Can Cloud attempt to help?
Well, now I have to roll for the gods because this is becoming a thing now and I'm loving it. The gods favor you greatly, so you can aid.
Okay. Cloud.
There's the aid.
So
Stupid dog.
Oh, sorry. You can hear Copper. Yeah,
Yeah, we can hear
Copper.
Copper.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
you're good.
No, he's good. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, which one? Okay, yeah. So, Cloud is going to. I guess once the music starts, Cloud recognizes the piece and realizes that this isn't exactly how it's supposed to sound, particularly. So, Cloud is going to cast Prestidigitation as like for the using like the faint musical notes to try to like supplement, like add to the music so
Alright.
it sounds like grander.
In that case, my dear Entropy, you get to roll again with advantage.
Yay. Thank
That's
you,
actually
Cloud.
a useful use of Prestidigitation. Ah, there we go.
Thank you. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Entropy, you know that this piano is not really built for the kind of playing you do. You do more of a upbeat, more modern
Like jazz.
Jazz, yeah.
Spooky
you play
jazz.
Jazz. This is a piano that's not meant for jazz. This thing is old, creaky, and probably couldn't handle your true efforts. So, with a little bit of extra work from your dear friend Cloud, you're able to make it sing. All right. We will go with a first night free and half price tomorrow. So that will be 2 silver.
All right. Do you want that now or tomorrow?
Always in advance. Again, I learned from the last one who wanted to be paid up front and then just skipped down. So, pay first now, please. Thank you.
Okay. Do we all want to pay for our own, or I can cover it?
Was the 2 silver each or all together?
All together.
Each or all together?
All
Oh,
together.
okay.
Okay.
Because the first night's free and the next day's half. So
I got it.
Oh, okay.
All right. So
She goes to pull out her purse and then just like puts it back.
thank you. So, do you care for any food or anything like that?
Do you
We
have?
have fresh fish brought in from the pescaria.
Ooh. I pretty sure most of us are good on fish for just this moment, unless I'm mistaken. But that said, do you have any advice for the town? Any like interesting things that tourists might want to check out?
Oh, there's actually again today is one of the highlights of Portovino is the Portovino Marathon. It is a classic trend marathon. There are 2. One for the the children, and then there's one for the adult the us, the older folks. The marathon is upon placing a wager, you swim the harbor, you come back, your teammate eats or takes part in an eating contest, finishes, and then it is an actual race around the entire town, all the way back to the sanctuary on the outskirts of the city. First one there wins. It is actually very, very popular, sir. Lots of money being floated around, yes. Aside from that, if you do not want to partake of the salmon de Metachi, there, of course, is Magica's Bakery and also the delivery service there as well. If you have a need for something molto grande, delicioso, very good place to go. Of course, there is the Pescariaro. That is the fish market, very popular, very popular. If you want to see something more romantic, and he looks over at Cloud, goes, romantic, would be the Torre di Gatto, the Tower of the Cat, as it were. Outside of that, there is also Tombo on Piccolo's shipping. They have a lot of the more commonplace items and things of that nature. Marco's Magics, if you are more mysteriously inclined. And then, of course, there's the Sacred Distribution Center, which should be burned down to the ground and to the floors. Maria Petietje. And then, of course, there is the castle. But, only just can make the Don Piscoli owns the castle. You do not go there unless you are invited by the Don. So, there's that. I should probably have asked what you were looking for to begin with. I apologize.
Oh no, this has been absolutely delightful. Thank you.
Ben.
And yeah, she just kind of looks at the rest of the group. So, what do we want to start with before this marathon? If nothing else, I certainly want to watch it.
Should we go? Do we need anything? Do we need to stock up on anything? We can always go to the what was it? The
There's a magic shop.
shipping.
Um,
Oh, magic shop too.
There's a bakery, a magic shop. The Piscatadelio is basically the main hub for the entire town. It's like the town center. Tombo and Piccolo's shipping. Mention of the sanctuary, the Tower of the Cat. You do also remember that, your 2 stowaways are looking for their kids, so there's that too. So, but as of right now, it's a very calm and easy morning as people are going about their daily lives in this small little town. So, where would you like to go next?
Have you seen any strange children without parents running around town?
The thing is, strange children with no parents, it's actually rather common these days, unfortunately. A lot of orphans have been coming further south because of all the stuff in Zaire. And unfortunately, things going on in Tran proper. Lots of coming and goings, not in the best ways. But I have not seen any here. I do not allow children in my establishment. We serve the strong vino here and the Bagno no Menacci.
Strong vino.
Yes.
Oh no.
I am very proud of my cellars. I have a direct connection with a number of the local vineyards, as well as some of the finest imported wines on this side of the Costa Manzrono.
Could I see
Oh,
your fine wine?
Madame, molto bene, molto bene. I should of course ask, what kind of wines do you prefer? Do you prefer something red and fiery? I imagine, are you from Slovenia? Yes.
Yes, we have a lot of darker red wines.
Yes, I was there in my youth. I was much thinner, porco. But if you want something good Slovenian wine, Monte Birchtemotzi. A moment. You see this guy, again, when he gets around the corner, he actually looks like he's maybe 300 pounds, moving rather briskly. He disappears downstairs, and he comes back. For the Rufano taste, the Dark Castle Vintage 2025. Straight from Stanovia's own vineyards. Stanovia is a small province in Slovenia that was untouched by the corruption. It is probably as close as to what Slovenia used to look like way back when. It is currently under the control of a vampire count, but the wine there tends to be pretty good. Grandmama probably has at least a bottle or two.
Oh, of course.
Of course. But this is molto bene. It's a dark plum with little hints of chocolate in the back of the mouth. It just is like liquid velvet. It just I've been saving this for the right person, the right price.
And what is that price?
Man. This is special at the bottle. This bottle right here. This one, I could not part for anything less than 100 gold. This is a multi-manima.
Would I have any understanding of what it would actually be worth outside of Slovenia?
Well, considering you're not a merchant,
Yeah.
why don't you try rolling me, let me see, I think something like this. Roll me an intelligence.
Okay.
I mean, there's a person amongst you that would have a much better chance at this, but, you know, I'm not going to interrupt it.
Yeah.
Not bad.
17.
All right. Now, you know that this particular type of wine is actually worth a ton more. But, again, this is a small port town. 100 gold here, add a couple additional zeros, is worth a lot more here than anywhere else. If you were back home, you could probably sell this for easily, you know, almost 1,000. But here, 100 is 1,000. So...
Okay. So she's going to pull her coin purse back out and sort of like sift through it a little bit and then pull out the money and hand it over.
Madame, he takes it. No, Would you like me to open the vino now or later this evening? I will keep it on safe hideaway for you.
Later this evening, of course. I need to be of clear head, and I want to savor this in the right atmosphere.
It is a worth saving, and not only that, I want to make sure that you and your companions will have a fine seat to enjoy this. Molto bene so much. And he pulls out a ribbon, writes your is your name, please?
You could just put Allie.
Ali. Und Mistress Ali Monage. Puts it behind. And you hear a door go. It is safe from all the prying hands. Is there anything else I can do for you?
And she looks proudly at her group like, I did a good thing.
Of the children that have been running around, have any of them been merfolk?
Merfolk are in Monday Samachi. Merfolk don't really come on the shore around here. Portovino has a history of hunting. The locals call them sea monsters. They think anything that comes from the sea that cannot be eaten is evil. So, if they are merfolk, I would imagine they are not easily spotted. You know what I mean? If a scandio, mast. But me, this is my realm. This is my kingdom. I stay here. I serve. I sleep. So, unfortunately, I cannot help you. I wish I could. But if you want to know anything about the children of the masculine manager, Magica's Bakery might be a good place to go. Magica is very popular with the little bambinos, as well as her daughter who does a lot of magical deliveries. Do any of you have a problem with witches?
Certainly not.
No.
Well, some people have an issue with the witch. I don't have it with the witch. No. Witch is always a welcome here because they usually bring the really good customers and are great for drinking. But Magica Bakery, I would suggest to go in there if you are looking for two lost children.
Sounds
Until
perfect.
then, enjoy Portovino e molte grazie. And as for me, I had a dream on an island with flying ships.
Certainly an interesting dream.
Mhm.
Shall we go pick up some pastries?
Sure. Why not?
So as we're walking out of the establishment, Allie, very proud of herself, is just like, da-da-da. But then she gets a thought, and it's like, I know we're here for the children. Did he mentioned the St. Cloud distributions, right?
Yes, you did.
Cloud, do you want to go visit Quinn's family business, or are you of the mind that he would want to avoid it for now?
Personally, I have no inclination one way or the other. Quinn has a sense of worry that someone might recognize us, but the likelihood is unknown.
Okay, so we'll feel it out if anything weird comes up. Then we'll go check it out. But for now, we'll just steer clear of family businesses.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to know where the level was today. Make sure you and Quinn are doing okay.
On a personal note, Malachi, don't ever smile like that, please. I love you, man, but you're freaking me
It's
out.
unsettling.
It's the like
The smile that does not meet the eyes. Yes.
The eyes aren't even meeting the eyes, Ryan. They're just...
It's like a weird computer gif. It's like he's smiling, but his eyes are just going up his head. It's just... Anywho, as you leave Porcos, again, the day's starting to get warmer. The sun's beginning to rise. The life of the village is picking up steam. You're definitely noticing more signs and banners all over the place about Portovino Marathone. Let me see here. Milton, roll me another perception.
Yes. Okay.
Even when you fail up.
Mhm.
So, as you're all walking the streets, you're hearing references that some people aren't that excited about the adult marathon because Don Piscoli has won it the last 5 years in a row. Some people think that he's a liar, he's a cheat, but he's in charge, so a little bit of discontent there. But at the same time, what can you do? Children are really excited though, because this year there is a grand prize of a ticket to Tren via magical means, a teleportation circle, as a matter of fact.
Let's see.
Again, it's a round trip, but still, it's something that a lot of the kids are really excited about. So that's what you're hearing as you're heading towards the Magicus Bakery.
Okay.
Anybody
That's
else?
interesting.
Yeah, there you go. Anyone else doing anything as you're heading to the bakery? Any keeping eyes out or anything like that?
Yeah, I'll look around. I'm just like taking in everything. This is a totally different. Like we're not directly in danger for once when we walk into a city. So far
Yeah,
that
so
we've
far.
noticed. Church of the Dawn isn't in our face right now.
That is a big thing. You have not seen any Church of the Dawn anything anywhere.
So she's just like, oh my gosh, what can we do now?
So many options here. So, if you would like, you can move your characters over there.
Oh yeah. Oop. Oh, wrong button.
So many trees in this city. This little port town.
Are they fruit trees?
Unfortunately, some are mostly orange trees, and a couple of lemons here and there, but the most of these trees seem to be for olives. Well, wait, no, olive is a fruit tree. Sorry. Most of these are olive trees. Not many are bearing fruit, but you could recognize them as you're looking.
Are there oranges in the trees that I can pick?
As a matter of fact, there are.
Entropy
There's-
is going to pick a armful of them and casually juggle while they're walking, and then look down at Milton.
Oh no.
Hey, a pin cushion. Do you want an orange?
What?
Do you want one? They're really good in vitamin C. It's really good for you. It's not just to stave off colds.
That's true. Yes, I would like one.
And then he'll flick one out and bounce it down to her.
As you're also doing this, a number of local children are seeing you juggle and going, "Wow!"
Oh God. God, it's not the children. His ears are gonna go
Children.
flat back and just be like,
I would like to prestidigitate just little sparkles.
So
as-
attract more attention to entropy.
Yeah.
Yes, by all means.
well, just little sparkles every time he flicks tosses the orange up, so it just sparks each time he grabs the orange.
the children are not only entertained, but they're like, wow, this is so good. What? Some of the parents and some of the adults are noting this too. It's like, oh, the money to smash,
He's just like,
bravo, bravo,
you know, princess, you got talent for showmanship, but kids. I did one kid's birthday party, okay, and it ruined them all for me, and I never want to see another one of those little ragamuffins ever again.
Allie's gonna turn to one of the very excited children and just be like, "Hi, what's your name?"
Oh, I'm a Tommy.
Hi, Tommy.
You're very pretty lady.
Thank you. Are you gonna be in the marathon this afternoon or this evening?
Oh no. My big brother, he's gonna be in the marathon. I am too small.
Oh,
This boy seems like maybe about 7, maybe 8.
do you know who else is gonna be in the marathon?
Oh, there's going to be Angelina and her team, the Outsiders and Mariasa, Piccolino's son and Siciano, and he just starts going down a list of names. It just
Is the Outsiders like a team name or?
I think so. That's what the Biscoli. He called them outsiders, and he's very rude. He's rude to everybody, just like his papa. But my papa says we're not supposed to say that about his papa, because if I say it about his papa to his papa, then I get hit.
Have you met these Outsiders?
I seen them. Yes.
Oh, do you know anything about them? They sound really interesting.
They don't play football. They hang around at the Biscalio. Maggiore, si si mana Marzagnaci. Maggiore. Ah, he Migliacci. And Mirchi's house, over by the docks.
At Milch's house?
Mirchi's, yeah.
Okay. Wonderful.
Her daddy is a big man, Tommaso Neptuna.
Did you say Neptune?
Neptuna.
Oh. Thank you. And she's gonna reach back for one of the oranges that Entropies was juggling. Here you go. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you enjoyed the show.
Grazie. It's an orange. I know it's an orange. Shut up. Eventually. Sorry, go ahead.
No, she was just gonna turn to the group and just be like, "We could check the docks at that house that little boy was talking about. Maybe there's a clue about the children there."
So, do you want to keep going to the bakery, or do you want to head to?
Yeah.
Okay, head to the bakery. So, give me a moment here. I need to change the music again, because this place has all kinds of stuff. There we go. As you're heading up to the bakery, it's kind of a lone house. You definitely see the smoke coming out of the chimney. The smell of rich bread, pastry, fire, and wood just wafts over the air. It melds, becomes part of everything. On the sign, it says Magica's Bakery and Delivery Service. It has the picture of a witch holding a basket underneath it. As you enter, again, it's morning, so it is busy with people, getting their orders and things like that. There is a young girl with a big yellow bow on her hair, taking orders. An older lady, definitely like her mom. Let me get her up. Who's also behind the counter. This is her. we go. Taking orders and things of that nature. And excuse me. Miki, remember to get the Sedano's order together. You have to deliver that on the other side of town in about 20 minutes. Okay, Mom. Thank you. Yes, customers. Come in. How may I help you? What can I get you? A black cat is nearby, just watching all of you. At entropy.
And he's just like,
Allie's just gonna kind of start looking at, the pastries and things around the room and just get a little bit of a just a feel for the space,
It's small. It's definitely a local bakery, no question about that. Surprisingly full for a local bakery, as if they're planning on selling a lot more than they should. Number of the pastries are a little bit more, I would say, magical than others. Some are called like bear claw. It actually looks like a bear's claw that's made into a pastry form.
Nori, look at this one.
I do not know it. Oh, I must have. There's no snoot to boop, but I must eat. A lot of the other things are, like fresh made Italian rolls. Sourdough bread is very popular here. Seems like this place just gives you the aura of being in someone's kitchen. Again, the lady is there. I'm Magica again. What can I get you?
What's your specialty?
Oh, my specialty. Well, it depends. Are you of a sweet tooth or savory?
Savory.
Ah, savory. In that case, I have my delicious garlic and herb sourdough bread. And she walks over, comes back. It's like a sourdough loaf. It has been infused with garlic, sea salt, crushed herbs along the crust. It is my favorite to make.
How much?
Oh, that's the usual amount of 1 silver.
So, okay, I'll take it.
Do you want the whole loaf or sliced?
Sliced, please.
Not a problem. She takes out a wand. Verso. Sliced. Puts into a paper bag. There you go. Silver, please.
That's like a reverse mend.
they call it rend.
All
Sorry, I
right.
couldn't help myself.
That was brilliant. Hands it over.
Okay. Yep.
Anything else for you, miss?
I'm good. Does anyone else want anything?
I would imagine you get a lot of children in your bakery.
Yes, we do. A lot of children, as a matter of fact. Sometimes they pay. Sometimes we let them eat something. It's, it's a thing we do here. Mom's the best. Thank you, Miki. Remember the order. All right, Mom.
Have you seen a brother-sister pair come in? They probably maybe wouldn't have a lot of local money, if any.
Local. Non-local. We've been getting a lot of orphans the last few months or so. Miki? Yeah, Mom? Have you seen a brother and sister out-of-towner folks? Oh, yeah, a couple of them, actually. Couple, that's cute. I thought it was funny. Thank you, dear. I love you. So, do you have more to give us than a brother and sister, or?
Well, the brother's name was Luke. Uh, and the sister's name was Amelia, but I don't know.
Oh, yeah, they're the outsiders with the Neptunas. Yeah. I've seen them. Again, by the way, I'm doing this because she has the huge bow on her.
Yeah.
Head, so I'm trying to be in the character. So.
Oh, okay. So they are the outsiders team.
Oh, are you talking about the marathon?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They've been training all over the place. Really nice. I'm not allowed. You have things to do, young lady. I never have any fun. You fly on a broom, young lady. There are children in the other parts of the world to be burned at the stake for that. You know, get back to work.
You know, she's not wrong. I've seen it.
It's okay, Kiki.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
little one.
It's Miki. But I see what you did there because you all see what I'm doing.
But this,
So, you're looking for these two kids?
yes. We just had a message from their parents. That's all. They're very worried.
Their parents are alive? Huh. Most of the orphans that come here don't usually, well, they're orphans. Well, then you would want to head down to Tommaso's house to get that sorted. If you would like, I could write down the directions to you. I mean, we're a small village, but the houses tend to blend into each other.
That would be wonderful. Thank you.
You're more than welcome. More than welcome. Let's see here. Down to Pascali. Medio Spaccio. There we are. And here you go.
Thank you.
More than welcome. And your large friend, she's, by the way, has like, you know, a bear claw. Huh?
Come on.
3 copper. Because
Okay.
she's large, and I'm afraid if I make you pay more, she may eat more. By the way, Aaron, if you ever see this, I am sorry, but I think that Nori would definitely be eating the bear claw like nobody's business. So,
The bear claw.
yeah,
It makes sense.
it's what her
All right.
character. So,
I put a gold on the counter and just like I'll just take all your bear claws.
that's going to be 3 gold.
3 gold is totally fine. She puts 2 more.
Yeah.
And opens her bag.
And they're now cleared out of bear claws. You hear a kid go, "Man, every time!" Leaves. Do you head down to the Pesivindolo, which is, you know, the dockside area?
Unless anyone has anything else they want to follow up on, or so for the directions, is it up here by Tombo's or down here by the Tordegato?
Oh, it's actually over here behind Tombo's.
Oh, okay. So it's gonna be over there. So I was gonna.
The Pescario is like, again, like the town square. It's where everything's centered. So
Yeah. So we can either avoid the town square or detour through it and up.
yep.
Okay. I'm good either way. I'm having a delightful time in this town.
Mm-mm. And it's morning, so it's pretty much rush, busy, really busy in the town square.
It's getting closer to early morning, afternoon-ish, but yeah, it's still a busy day. It's still a busy part. Once the sun hits into the high noon, that's when everything will start slowing down because it's too hot to work.
Murpow is just kind of around as we're walking around, just checking out little holes and like, you know, being free to roam for the first time in a while.
It is exceptionally nice. No one seems to be actually giving you too much of attention, like, oh, hey, wow, freaky outsiders.
Yeah.
You will also notice, again, there are more banners about the marathon coming up. The marathon being brought to you by St. Cloud Distributions and Don Pescali. So there's some definite touches here and there. Milton,
Yes.
because I'm that guy. Roll me one more perception. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, because you didn't roll less than. But this time it's a fair 19 as opposed to a dirty.
Yes.
So this time. Sorry, my eyes are a little off. As you are all walking down towards the house of the Neptunas. Wait a minute. Oh, Lord. Is that what I think it is? Yep, that's not the one I was looking at. Yep. Where did she go? She is gone. All right. I'll have to do this by mind. Anyway, as you're walking down, your eye catches something. I'm going to have to pause the music because I want you to hear. As you're walking down, you notice a symbol. It's faint at first, like it's old and worn and forgotten by time. That's a symbol that you never forget, because the garden never lets you forget. On one of the houses, there's a door that has a symbol of the garden on it. It rings out because, unlike everything else here, I mean, this is a small fishing village on this, unimportant side of a coastline. This place has someone who is part of the garden at that house. As you walk by it, you also smell something. It's sickening sweet with an herbal back. It is the smell of oleander. Question to you, then, Milton.
Uh-huh.
Do you investigate or continue on?
I how far away am I from the group?
Well,
Are we still
as
all
of right
together?
now, you guys are about here. The house is here. Neptuna's is further down.
I'm gonna hesitate a bit, but continue on with the group.
All right. You continue on down to Neptune's house. Or Neptuna's house. If you'd be so kind as to put your characters down here, please. Oh, there you go. Here. I was on the
There we
wrong.
go.
So no wonder you guys didn't know what I was talking about.
Yeah.
The house that you saw was over here
Uh-huh.
when you guys passed, but his house is right there. And we're going to move you back. There you go. And move. By the way, Nori is just going down, just reaching in, pulling out bear claws, having a grand old time, just absolutely blissful, happy. The crumbs are getting on Edgar, but Edgar, in driving mode, doesn't have a problem. As you reach the house, it looks like any other nondescript house. Do you knock on the door?
Yes.
Who's knocking?
Hello.
As Allie knocks on the door, from inside you hear, Mondasani, Imarasa de Machirano. The door opens, and the largest man you've seen out in the north appears. This guy is about chest high on Nori. So let me just bring him up in greater detail for everybody. Oh. There we go. This guy looks like he's been built out of stone. I mean, he's human and flesh and all that, but still he looks massive. He has a workman's apron on. He looks like he has several large knives, all meant for the cutting and flensing of fish or flesh, depending on how you look at it. He opens the door, looks at all of you, and goes, grazie. How can I help you?
Hello. We were informed that a couple of children of a friend of ours was staying here for the event this evening.
And you are?
Oh, my name is Ali Kirara. These are more of my friends, but the friends that I spoke about are from out of town as well.
Mm-hmm.
They're elsewhere. Are you in the middle of something?
He steps out of his house, closes the door behind him. Not anymore. Gotcha, excuse me. You just come into my house, knock on my door, asking about children, and your friends of some. It's very suspect, yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm getting used to local levels of familiarity between people. And she just kind of looks at the group. We will be participating and performing this afternoon, or this evening, and we just wanted to see if they were around. Anyway, and she's like, "Come on."
Do you need help?
He's very tall.
Oh, no, wait, how tall is this guy? He comes...
Again, he comes up to about chest level on Nori, so he's about 6'5".
So he's still shorter than me. Fantastic. So Entropy is gonna go up to him and like kind of...
Mind you, again, he's shorter than you, but he's 3 times your width. So just as Entropy
Need
does,
I remind you that I'm playing a bard?
I know. I'm just reminding you of the physicality.
Maybe that's what I took note of.
Right.
Listen here, buddy. I'm sorry about her. She's not from around here. I don't know if you could tell or not. But these guys, like, they have no idea. Well, I mean, maybe that one, but don't talk to him because he's not totally with it right now. Anyway. Hey.
His
How you
bushy
doing?
eyebrows lift up and you can actually see his eyes and he looks at you and it's like, yes.
You have beautiful eyes. Did anyone ever tell you that? Anyway, so a friend of ours that we recently met, so more like a friendly acquaintance, they cannot find their 2 children. So we're looking for their 2 children. I don't really know why because I don't personally care, but these guys do. They want to find the kids. So I'm tagging along and helping them find the kids. So, like, we're not gonna, like, do anything untoward with the kids. Their parents are worried. They traveled a long way to look for them. They just want to make sure they're safe. And, you know, do you have children?
Yes.
So you know how it is then, you know, when you're a
For
little
the rest of you, you
whippersnapper.
kind of see him slowly reaching towards one of his knives. Just...
I would like to roll to seduce the giant man.
Do it.
Built it.
Um,
Did you say don't do it? Okay.
No, I said do it. Go, do it.
Do it. So...
That's going to be...
Alright, depending on... I'm trying to think of, like, what I would say, but, like, so depending on how this roll is, like, I have inspiration if I need it. Do I need it?
Well, let me roll for him. Guess I wasn't planning on you trying to seduce him, but let's. All right. As you're kind of leading in on him, his bushy kind of mustache kind of frills a little bit, and his cheek red a little bit. It's like,
Is that a knife in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
The hand removes itself from the knife, but not too far away.
That's okay. I keep a knife on me during sex too. So, do you trust us now? Maybe, you know, you and I can hang out later. I'm gonna be playing a piano at Porco's.
Porco's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, that's a swanky joint.
It's not bad.
Yeah, anyway, so kids. Have you seen the kids?
There are a lot of kids, but do you know their names?
He's just gonna, like, creepily rotate his head to Allie and look at her.
Luke and Amelia. She's just like inching away from Entropy just a little, like, what's your head doing?
Yes, they were, and he kind of, you could see a little bit of hesitation in his massive arm, slowly pushing Entropy off his shoulder, lingering a little bit on the vest there, but you know, they have been staying here. Yes, I did not know that they had parents. I just assumed that they were from out of town visiting my daughter, who I will now be having the conversation about lying. They are out running about, but they are taking part in the marathon of this evening. You could try to get them then, if you are interested to find them. I will start looking for my daughter, and we'll try to find these. What do their parents look like?
Probably similar to them.
But
I
taller.
would. Yes.
Oh.
They. To be perfectly honest, I don't know what they would look like on right now.
Very well. If anything, they will be at the Paziadolo during the beginning festivities, or depending on how the race goes. I will do my part to try to find them, because I did not know that their parents were here looking for them. He looks over at Entropy and kind of like questioning, like, am I into this? Has this been unlocked for me?
It's the horns, isn't it? I got a fluffy little tail I'll show you.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen.
If you're really good, I'll show you my tail.
If you'll excuse me, I will be off now. And you'll see him lock the door behind him, take off his apron, put it on a hook outside of his house, and grab a hat and head off into town to look for his daughter, leaving you all alone.
Well, that worked out.
Are the windows on the house?
Oh yeah, there are multiple windows on the house. It's old, excuse me. It's classic glass, so it's kind of like that, you know, warped type of glass. You can look in, you can still see, but it's, you know, wavy.
How high up is it?
Oh, it'd be about chest high for me, but for Milton's going to need a boost.
Do you want a boost?
Yeah. Just for funsies.
Alright, come on, pincushion.
Alright. Yep.
Uppies. All right, so you're brought up to the window. What are you looking for?
Just looking for anything unsavory, I guess.
All right. You don't have to roll for this one. It's not unsavory. The inside of his house, I mean, from like the closest part there, is filled with fish. This man is a fisherman, so it's filled with cleaning fish and hanging and smoking. The knives are all over the place, treating meats and things of that nature.
There's kids in there with all this. Wait, what am I saying?
Yeah.
All right, okay, I'm good. But no signs of like mer people or anything.
Again, there's fish, but that's about it.
Okay. All right, I'm good. Thank you.
Do we know what happens to mer people when they get murdered?
Technically,
Let's get going. We have people to find and things to buy and wine to drink. So
We only get one
Right.
half joke from me. All right.
That was good. That was very organic too. That was lovely. Good job.
all right. So, where do you want to head to next? You still have Tombo and Piccolo's. You have the Tower of the Cat, Markle's.
Can we stop by the Piccolo's Tom what is it? What's it called?
Tombo and Piccolo.
Combo Piccolo. Can we stop there? I need some more supplies for other projects and funsies.
All right. So you're heading to Tombo and Piccolo's. Wonderful.
While we're strolling away from this house, I'm just gonna look over at Entropy and be like, from what I understand, from Mr. Porco, the Tor de Gato is a good place for romantic endeavors. If you wanted to go with that gentleman later, maybe you want to go visit that.
He's gonna like lean. How tall is Allie?
5 foot, like I think 5'1".
Okay,
She little.
he's
5'4".
just gonna lean down like really close to her face. Are you giving me romantic advice?
I'm just trying to put the pieces. I'm trying to understand what's happening.
Now I am
I've
too.
read in
actually.
books. I read in books that's sort of the thing that you do to progress, like
Sex?
whatever you wish it to progress to.
Well, I'm not gonna
We're
marry
going
him.
that way, right? I was just,
We have time to talk.
As a matter
friendly
of fact,
conversation.
ladies and gentlemen, it is actually 11:31. So we will pause as everybody is arriving at Tombo and Piccolo's. We'll be back in 10 minutes. So get yourself a drink, get yourself some food, maybe some wine, some cheese, some excellent homemade bread. But we will be back.
But
Bear
before
claw,
we
bear
do,
claws.
right,
Bye.
Wait, what?
have you switched?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. So, when we last left our band, they were about to head to Tombo and Piccolo Shipping, the residential general store of sorts for this area. As you all head in, it is a square building with an open center for, basically lighting in natural light, but also for independent vendors to sell their wares on top of Tombo and Piccolo themselves. This is a general store. You can find pretty much anything of a mundane level here. Behind the desk, yeah. Try to get this to work by overstep myself. There we go. You will also notice that aside from the various instruments of, more mundane uses, hammers, nails, things like that, there are implements of machinery that could fly. Behind one of the counters is this gentleman here. This is Tombo, and his partner Piccolo. As you come in, they greet you. Welcome and greeting to Tombo and Piccolo's shipping. Are you here to buy or to ship?
Bye.
Ah.
For now. Bye.
Wonderful. Oh yeah, if you could put your tokens over there, that'd be great. All right. So, what are you looking to buy? What can we get you?
I need fabric and thread and some extra needles. And
Oh.
yeah, I think that's it.
Well, we
Just
definitely
those
have
things.
a lot of those things. Any particular fabrics you're looking for? The more exotics, more mundanes.
Near the exotics.
Well,
Knowing us and our group, I'm gonna probably need to sew an extra vesta for him over there. So
understood.
yeah.
Okay. We do have some fine silks from Tullus. We do have some additional cotton blends from the Tequa Nation further south. If you're looking for something sturdier.
Ooh, maybe cotton blends. They're sturdy. but they look very nice, right?
Oh, here. They pull out a I can't remember what the name of it is. Basically a yard of the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're basically like how to use the word indigenous blends of cotton fabric and fibers. So it's very colorful but very sturdy.
They look good.
We do have a small shipment that comes in every few months. It used to be a lot more, but then the issues down in the around Tren and the Taco Nation have made things a little bit difficult for shipping. So this is probably as much as we're going to get for the next foreseeable future.
Okay. And it's just a yard?
Yeah, it's just a yard.
Well, Entropy, what do you think? Not your style or your style, or?
Are you gonna make something for me?
With our group, our clothes get ruined at least once.
Oh, darling,
Every
that's why I
city,
know the
so.
mending spell. But no, you're gonna. Oh, does this mean we're friends now?
On the way.
Wonderful. And he's gonna look at Tombo and Piccolo and be like, "We're friends now." Ha!
Congratulations, yes.
Anyway, yeah. Darling, whatever you make me, I will love. So that's all on you.
Oh. All right. How much for the yard?
That would be 10 gold.
Okay.
Very well, wonderful. Hands it over. Takes your 10.
Mhm.
Is there anything else that we can get you? Are you primarily getting sewing supplies, or you need something more?
I'm primarily getting sewing supplies. Do we need anything else?
What do you got?
Well, again, we have various tools, implements, traveling gear, things of that nature. We normally have a lot more when it comes to sewing and things like that, but our monthly customer already came in and kind of cleared out a lot of good stuff outside of what you just bought. So, basically, but I'm sorry, what?
A monthly customer?
Oh, yes. Miss Emmeline, very nice older lady, tends to come in once a month, clear us out of all of our sewing supplies, or at least the vast majority of them, and then goes back up to her place.
I would imagine that costs a lot if she's clearing everything out.
She has, well, how does she explain it? She has a business that we sometimes facilitate. Yeah, she is one of our best shipping customers, so, we give her the business rate.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Oh. I wonder what she makes.
We usually don't ask. She just comes back with boxes and boxes and boxes of things, and we ship them for her. It's a very nice older lady. Yes, very nice.
I don't have any need for anything at the moment. For the event this evening, do you know anything? Sometimes with festivals, there's like a attire aesthetic that they tend to go for. Do you know if there's anything like that here, or is it very
I
quaint?
mean, the marathon and the festive. It's come as you are. It's nothing formal around here. I would suggest that you have a belt with a couple extra loops because there's going to be a lot of food.
That'd be wonderful.
Oh, and your dancing shoes. Yes, lots of dancing.
Dancing shoes. Interesting. You don't have anything that'll help with swimming, by chance?
Depends on what kind of swimming you're talking about. Are you going into, and then you see like Piccolo go, "Oh my god, no, don't go into it." I have to. They asked. Are you looking for something more on the deep sea level? Are you looking for just to be fast and nimble? Are you looking for flippers? Please tell me anything that you need because I have it all. He has it all, and he won't shut up about it. My diving bell was a brilliant idea. We found that entire ship and almost got eaten.
That sounds like it was a fascinating adventure. I am unsure. Could you walk me through it?
I will swim you through it. Piccolo's like, that's my that's my partner. That's who I am in business with. So he'll take you over to like another section behind a draw door and pulls it open. Inside is a myriad of aquatic stuff, primarily for shipbuilding, mending, excuse me, underwater sea exploration, and like an old time diving bell, swimsuits, flippers, all kinds of stuff. He's like, I've been working on these for years. And he grabs like a couple of flippers. These are made from actual sea snake skin, so you could actually use them as water resistant. I have these other ones. Comes back, eel skin, just as good as sea snake, but a lot, a lot more taken to make one of these. I should probably ask, what kind of swimming are you trying to do?
I mean, I'm certainly curious about this marathon. I'm not sure if we're going to have anything to do with that, but it seems like to be able to explore at least a little bit, maybe,
Well,
within reason.
If you're going for deep sea exploration, I would definitely suggest he goes behind, comes back out, carrying one of the old school diving suits with a big mask and a grill and like made of bronze. He's like, this would probably be your best option, ma'am. Mind you, it's heavy and it needs someone to work the bellows so that you don't drown. But, other than that, this is the way to go.
That is fascinating. Unfortunately, I am of the meeker persuasion. I think some of your flippers looked very, very helpful, and swimsuit.
All right, fantastic. Would you like sea snake, eel, or sea serpent?
What would you suggest?
Considering your slight frame, your legs, you know how to swim, yeah?
As much as anyone.
Sea eel might be your best bet. So let me pull that up for you. So that would be an eel swimsuit, flippers, and he's going to put his hands like right under your face like this. Yeah, that's a number 14 on the goggles. All right. And mind you, the goggles are like, welding goggles, and it's glass instead of like, plastic, obviously, because we don't have plastic, but still. There we go. That whole bit will be about 30 gold.
Does anyone else want to go swimming later?
I'll take one.
I think I have one in the kid size. Give me a minute here.
Oh, while he's back there looking, she's gonna pull out the 30 to pay for the swimsuit goggles flippers situation. And three trying to math here. My brain just fully shut off. All right. I can do simple math.
By the way, the suit gives you an advantage on swim checks.
Nice.
He comes back, has a suit that will fit Milton.
Hey. And flippers and go.
And yep, flipper, the
Okay.
whole schmear. that will
Okay.
fit Milton.
Yay.
Do you got
see.
flippers to fit me?
Um,
I'm kidding. I don't swim, but I just felt like being a dick.
it's okay. It's like shooting fish in a barrel with me. It's all right.
My favorite pastime.
So, you now have 2 swimming suits. Cloud, are you doing anything while you're here?
No,
Just observing some more?
just observing.
Roll me a
Are you
perception.
Are you still smiling creepily?
No, not always doing that. Rolled a lot of 6s.
Yeah, that's a lot of experiencing the universe and all the things therein. Again, it's an interesting thing for Cloud because this is the first 3-dimensional thing that they've really experienced. It's not a theory, it's reality, it's physical, it's a something. So, that in of itself is an experience. So, anyone doing anything else? Or is there anything else you want to grab?
We're going to Markle's, right? Or you mean here specifically?
Here in Piccolo Town.
Sorry.
That's so good.
So you said they had like pieces of airship, but it doesn't look like they have like a
It's
actual
like they
airship.
have the means to build or add to airships, but they don't actually have a physical airship themselves.
Allie just sort of like messes with the dangly airship pieces that are kind of around as she just paces around the room, letting everyone finish their shopping.
Oh, yeah. So, excuse me. Anybody else doing any additional shopping?
No, I think I'm good.
All right. So, as you're all getting your stuff and you're heading out, I'm gonna roll for the gods for a second. Nope, everything's fine. Hunky dory. It's all good. So you heading over to Barkles?
Sure.
I just love the suspicion on all of your faces. It means I
We know
still
what a
got-
1 means, Ryan. We're not stupid. You don't have to gaslight us.
What are you talking about? How am I gaslighting anybody? You all go to Markles. Of course, as you're crossing in front of the Pescalia, it's now getting into the afternoon. The heat off the water is becoming much. A lot of the ships from the morning fishing are back in. People are working on their various loads. But this is becoming the time of the siesta. This is the time of everybody slows down, relaxes, enjoys life. The lunch break we all deserve, basically. So, as you head down to Markles, you'll see that the door has a dial on it. Has different, multiple colors on it. Do you open the door, knock, or mess with the dial?
I don't know.
Does it look like a storefront, like inviting, kind of?
On top of the door, it says Markle's Magics, but there are no windows that you can see through. It's not like a storefront.
Okay.
Could you elaborate on the dial?
Sorry, what?
Could you elaborate on the dial?
Oh, yeah, sure. The dial itself is around the doorknob itself. There's multicolored bits like orange, blue, black, red. The dial seems to be independent of the doorknob, but the doorknob itself is in the center of the dial.
But clearly that's just decorative. Ellie's gonna reach for the doorknob.
Anybody going to stop her? Anybody going to do anything?
Maybe
Maybe not.
maybe knock. Miss Manners would be proud of you if you knocked first before barging in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just assumed it was like a shop. She, taps it. Hello.
And you hear from inside, stand by. The door opens, and an individual with this massive beard, it seems like not super tall, but opens the door. Yes, my child? How may I be of service?
Hello. Is this a shop?
We do sell magical items and things of that nature. If you are interested, please come inside.
It's very interesting.
Mhm.
As she wanders in.
Does anyone
Merpow
follow?
is just exploring.
Does anyone follow?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. As soon as the last one of you goes in and the door closes, the dial spins and changes to a different color. Inside, it is definitely a magic shop, but magic shop owned by a hoarder. There are magical items and scrolls in stacks. There is a central display that the individual with the massive beard gets behind and goes, "Huh, welcome to Markle's Magics. I am Markle the Wanderer. I am the Wanderer." Prestidigitation. Yes. What are
Good
you
job.
looking for today? Thank you.
What do you... She just kind of like looks around at the various things. What do you have just categorically?
Oh, okay. Categorically. Well, we have scrolls, tomes, various magical artifacts of amazing power. I got it right that time. As well as knickknacks and curios.
Knick-knack, paddywhack. Anyway. Okay. What do you have in the curio variety?
Oh, curios. Well, we have several interesting ones. Excuse me. He'll turn around and pull down, like, as he's pulling this big box, things are falling off, things that are stacked on top of it are falling to the floor. It's like, oh, I'll clean that up. He opens it up. Inside is a mirror, a tooth necklace, and a comb. These are the enchanted items of Madame Hizelfrith. Excuse me. Hizelfrith! Each one touched by her magical hands.
Interesting. Do I feel anything off of them as he's talking?
Are you using detect magic?
Let me see if I even have detect magic. I have divination. So,
It doesn't necessarily do the same
Um,
thing.
it doesn't do quite the same thing.
I have detect magic. If you want me to use it.
You may if you will.
That's entirely up to you. I was just curious, because they're labeled as curios. Uh, she goes to pick up the mirror.
Oh, careful, careful. To touch the mirror and to look inside is to see your true self. Some run away screaming. Some turn white with fear. Others find something very pleasurable and they feel good about themselves.
May I?
He pulls out like basically a handkerchief, wraps it around the handle, hands it to you.
I'm gonna look at the back of it first and just kind of like look at the mirror itself and then look in the front of it.
All right, so you're looking at the back, the mirror, then the front.
Yeah, she's just kind of giving it a once over, like if anything stands out before she looks at
Roll
it
knowledge
proper.
arcana.
Nice.
All right. With your wizarding knowledge, you recognize the symbol of Lady Hizelfrith. Lady Hizelfrith was a tragic character in Magic's history. Someone who became so obsessed with their looks that they devoted all of their power and magic to it. I think that would be a lot more common. But, you know, when she started using her items to suck the souls out of people to keep herself young, that's when things started going wrong. This has the symbol of her house on it. You recognize it. And, of course, the silver is genuine silver, so this ain't a fake. Or if it is, it's a very good fake.
Okay. And Lady Hizelfrith, you said it was her house symbol. Was she like someone I would have known more about just in reading or anything?
In reading, yes, because again, you were the more academic of wizarding such. Hizelfrith was part of the Tren magical community, former wizard or sorceress supreme for the prince, until she lost her mind, tried to basically devour the prince's soul, and was herself interned in a crystal prison that has been lost to time.
Ah,
Basically, Bathory, if you want a better, like a historical version. Lady Bathory, just with magic.
okay. So before she looks, or like before she turns the mirror over, like she's still looking at the back of it, she sees the symbol and all that stuff. She says, how did you come by these?"
Ah, it was a tale of grand adventure. Ah, God,
Allie, as he throws his hands up, Allie does a prestidigitation.
wow, you really impressive, my child. Most impressive, yes. It's a tale of grand adventure. My master, the howl of the moon, Moon's howl, or Moony, as we like to call him, whisked these away from a dark sorcerer to keep them safe until he was able to make them safe for everyone else. And so it is my job as his only discipled prince to sell them off. Oh,
So he has determined them safe then.
uh, um, we do not question the wisdom of Moody. No, no, no. It's perfectly safe.
Well, that's encouraging. Um, Cloud, could could check this out for me?
I can do that. And yeah, Cloud will ritual cast detect magic.
Okay. On just this item or all of them?
Would you like all of them identified or simply this one?
Considering how much is in here, might just be convenient if you can just do all of them. Just for curiosity's sake.
Very well.
We're being tourists.
Oh, well, actually, it is... Sorry, do I have...
Can you put the spell description in the chat, please?
Okay. Okay, so... Okay, I have Identify and Detect Magic. So I could do Detect Magic just to see the schools, or Identify to actually...
Identify would see if it's actually still magical. Detect magic would be the schools.
Right. Sorry, you wanted the description for which one?
Well, are you doing detect magic or are you going to do identify?
It's just the... Was it the 3 items, right?
Yes, it's 3 items.
Then, yeah, we'll do Identify.
Okay, cool.
Let me... Okay. Because, yeah, since it's a ritual, I can't just, like, click cast and have it pop up, so...
Right. It should have the...
There we go.
Thank you. It says choose one object you must touch through the casting the spell. All right, so you're going to be doing this 3 times.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. So, I'm going to be generous. You only have to do it the 1 time.
Okay.
This item is dead. Like, as in the magical attributes of it, gone. History. It is as magical as my shoes. And not the kind that Gale would eat. Just regular shoes.
Gale dinner.
Sorry, you said all of them or just the mirror so far?
No, I'm telling you for all of them. You only have to cast it 1
okay.
time because as soon as you cast it, nothing.
Yeah. Shopkeeper.
Oh, sorry. Put it back on. This thing gets hot.
Ugh.
Yes, my son.
Are you aware of the fact that these items are no longer magical in nature?
Wait, how do you... Don't give such poppycock such lies of misfoundation. That is to say such things in the presence of a wizard. You should be ashamed of yourself and prepared for possible ramifications for which there will be many.
I can assure you the one thing that Cloud is not good at is lying, usually.
Are you calling me deceitful?
I'm saying you're mistaken. Aha. was clever. Yes, it was.
Are you a spellcaster yourself?
Yes, of course I'm the amazing Marco, the magnificent wanderer. Of course I am.
Allie's just gonna kind of like casually look over the other items now that she knows that they're good to go. Um,
The items are mundane.
yeah. She's just gonna kind of look them over and um, she'll look into the mirror and just
There is no
Pass.
reflection.
like none at all.
None at all. No reflection of you, the room, nothing. It is just like a piece of metal with no reflection.
Interesting. So, just to mess with the shopkeep a little bit, she's gonna like, and then as she inhales, cast like her dancing lights so that it looks like it pops out of the mirror.
Holy jeez! Oh, ma'am, I'm so sorry. Jeez, oh god! He grabs the mirror, puts it back in. You'll notice his beard disappears, and underneath it's like this teenager going, "Oh, jeez, I thought this was okay. I thought, oh god, oh no, are you okay? I'm so sorry."
So, her particular dancing lights, it's her drow ability dancing lights, and they're gonna have like a slight, like lavendery tint to them, and they're just gonna kind of like circle around, like just above them, and then start to settle down in the room in like a circly motion.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Well, I mean, it certainly had an effect.
Yeah. Hi. Okay. Well, obviously you're not going to take the stuff.
For your inconvenience of I do particularly like the mirror. It's well crafted.
Oh, my master thought so too, and then, it's turned out to be nothing but fancy metal. Oh God!
It has a
Don't tell him
history.
that I tried to sell it. He would really be upset with me.
It has a history for certain.
If you say so, I'm just supposed to sell what we got, and just.
Well, it's nice to meet you.
So it's nice to meet you, ma'am. I'm not Markle. I'm his apprentice. My name's Philip. Markle is not in or here ever. So
Ever?
oh no, yeah, he hasn't been back in over a couple of months, but we just gotta keep up appearances.
Why would your master leave you alone?
Well, he was going off to the big wizarding council that's going to be coming up soon, but he was going to just show up and tell them, hey, I can't do it, but he hasn't been back since. So I don't know. Oh, geez, everybody's going to find. Don't tell anyone he's gone, okay? I don't know where else to go.
That's. We won't tell anyone.
Thank you. Not really good with the magics yet. It's just still learning a lot of the. Do the disguise pretty well. He taught me that.
That was very convincing. You did very well.
Thank you. The beard, I think, really sells it.
There is no shame in taking some time and teaching yourself. Sometimes you can learn more about your particular kinds of magics that way.
Oh, jeez, I tried that once and blew up the back of the house. Golly, jeez, oh dear.
You know, you don't have to study to gain access to magic either.
Oh, Margle told me about demons and their deals. I know better than that. Learned that one the hard way.
Well, I didn't make a deal with a demon. I made a deal with a god.
That's a thing.
In a manner of speaking,
Oh, golly gee, Markle never told me about gods. It just,
Well, maybe
Oh.
Markle's keeping secrets from you, so that way you don't become more powerful than he is.
You're making some good sense, sir. Golly gee, maybe I should start thinking about. Ooh, there's some possibilities there.
Good
There are
find
also eldritch beings that you could form a pact with.
Oh, that's right. Oh.
You have a lot of options. I'd stay away from the Archfey, though. They tend to be a little annoying.
As you say that, silver bells tinkle in the window just out of the blue. Those haven't done that before. Oh, gee. Oh, I'm gonna be in trouble. Do you want to buy anything or anything or? Oh,
Then-
golly gee.
since you are here without your master, how about I give you a little something? She's gonna fish into her bag, and she's like gonna dig to the bottom of her bag, and she's gonna pull out 10 sheets of flash paper. And she's going to take an extra one so she can demonstrate it. And she's like, it's not gonna fool many people, but if you do it just right, and she's gonna use her prestidigitation to get the flick of flame needed to the paper.
Ooh.
You can at least get an audience. And she's gonna hand him the rest of the paper.
Well, I will definitely keep this in mind. I usually don't get a lot of folks here except for like stuff for their ships and all that. That's an easy one. Wind powder is easy to make, but okay. Thank you, ma'am. It was a pleasure. Let me see you out. He walks down to the door, flips it back to what it was before, opens the door. Oh, good. It's the same town this time. I got lost for a week in 3 different cities. You take care now, and remember Markle's magics for magical experiences. Oh dear, you're golly gee. And he closes the door behind you. Actually,
Well,
okay. As you're going.
before Cloud leaves, Cloud is gonna take. Did we get his name? Was it Philip?
Philip.
Yeah, Philip. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Cloud is gonna take Philip aside and kind of just say to him, "Tell me, do you love magic?"
Oh, yeah. I mean, honestly, who doesn't? It's wondering, amazing. Just, I'm not really, I feel like poor Philip should have his glasses like this. Oh, no.
But Cloud's face kind of softens a bit, fixes Philip's glasses, and says, "Then never let that go. Hold on to that."
Yeah, yes, sir. I will.
Good.
Thank you.
And then Cloud kind of straightens up a bit, stands up, and then leaves.
Markle watches and slowly closes the door, and as the door closes, the dial spins. And
You
stops
know-
on a different color.
You know, Cloud, I've my own. We all have our own means of getting our magics. But considering all the things that we've seen, I don't think it's such a bad thing for, certain, eldritch beings to have plenty of access to good people. You certainly are, not like the Church of the Dawn eldritch being or anything like that. So I'm saying you're one of the good ones for, making pacts with, it seems.
What do you mean, one of the good ones?
There's a lot of good ones.
She has very limited experience with good eldritch beings so far.
Well, thank you.
Considering
Alicrana.
one of them actively takes people out of the cycle of death.
Thank you, Alicrana. I appreciate your sentiment.
So-
Yes, well,
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. You keep going.
that's pretty much it. She's just like doing her awkward, well, I gave a compliment, and what are we doing now?
Well, again, there's the rest of the city, or the rest of the town, which is filled primarily with, residences and things like that. There's the Tower of the Cat, if you wish to, explore that. The marathon is to begin probably in the next hour or two because the sun's beginning to set. It's weird because you went in, it was about afternoon. You come out, it's closer to evening now. It's like time dilated or something.
That's very strange, but so they said that the marathon was gonna end at the sanctuary, right?
Yes, that's correct.
So but they didn't explain anything else about it.
Well, again, they did explain that there would be, the race in the harbor, which is the swimming part,
mhm.
followed by an eating competition, then followed by a race on the outside perimeter, basically the outside of the city walls, all the way around, ending at the sanctuary.
Yes. But they didn't say what the sanctuary was, just that that's where it ended.
Right. You have not gotten details of what the sanctuary is. That is correct.
Do we want to check out the sanctuary, or do we want to participate in the marathon and find out then, or do we have anything else that we're interested in? Maybe we can sit on top of the tower and watch people run around the city.
Oh, cats. Yay.
There's just options. I mean, we don't have to do any of that. She's clearly she's gotten more comfortable around Entropy in the sense of she's not eyeing him warily constantly, but now she's starting to get a little bit intimidated by him
Oh, darn.
because she's no longer
idea.
wary of him. So she's being like, whatever you want to do. I mean,
You know what? We're just gonna put a pin in that. He's gonna try to contact his patron.
Okay. We got to change the music now. We got to change the music now. Do. All right. You're trying to contact your patron. You know contacting your patron's dangerous. Entropy.
Hey there, buddy. So, you know where we are, right? Yeah. St. Cloud Distributions. Do we have any thoughts on that while I'm in town?
Everything of the St. Clouds must burn.
That's what I thought, buddy. Anyone else you want me to pay a visit to? Maybe have a little chat?
Where you are is boring.
That's because it's a
Even
nice
when the
place.
great forest was across this wretched cape, even then, it was dumb. But that distribution, that building entropy, make it burn for me, and I will reward you.
Are we taking like a monetary reward, or because you didn't really pay me traveling expenses when you sent me on this assignment?
Money is trifling. Money is mortal. But if it would
Necessary.
please you, my little pet, I think I can make an accommodation.
I mean, that or more power. Just
More power requires more sacrifice, entropy. The woods feed on the blood. Are you willing to sacrifice?
I think you and I know the answer to that.
Oh, we do. But you know, I need to hear those little words. Entropy.
Yes, I'm willing to sacrifice. Are you happy? Would you like it in writing? Do you want me to spell it out in Sylvan too?
No need for formalities, Entropy.
Okay.
With the smoke of that burning wreck, I shall give you a boon, my dear Entropy.
Fantastic. Nice talking to you. Bye.
Good. Yeah, thanks, bro. Click.
Thanks. Okay, love you. Bye. He's gonna like, whenever he like talks to his patron, his eyes glow green, and now they're back to like orange and black and creepy. Cloud. Yeah. Are you at all really attached to the distribution center your family has in town?
Oh, they're not my family.
Okay, with the body that you're possessing.
Oh, Quinn's family. Right.
Yeah. Does Quinn, who I've not met, have any emotional attachment to said distribution center?
He wouldn't want any of the workers harmed.
Fair.
Many of them are probably simply working on minimum wage, but not for the center itself, no.
Perfect. So, going back to the princess. Your Majesty, I would like to blow up the distribution center while we're in town. With the understanding that we will clear out, or like by we, I mean me and Horatio, and he's gonna pet the dead fox on his around his neck. Horatio and I will make sure that there are no innocents inside the building. Emphasis on innocence and not just people. No one who doesn't deserve it will die.
Oh, all right.
I'll be honest, I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm just letting you know that's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you were asking my permission or not.
Well, you asked you were asking so nicely what everyone wanted to do while we're in town, and that's what I want to do while we're in town. Actually, I don't really like care about doing it, but my guy, you know, my big friend, really wants it blown up, and I've got a bone to pick with that one's family. So
I'm not saying I want to, participate in local festivities, but since we're not in danger ourselves, that might be a good alibi for us if we are participating in a marathon and then something just suddenly happens. That way nobody points fingers at us as a group because they saw you with us. So clearly if we're in the marathon, you must be nearby. Yes.
I'll be your
alibis.
cheerleader.
Yes. And while that's happening and we're running around town, if a building blows up, it clearly wasn't any of us. And
Obviously.
you know, we
Definitely.
can sleep peacefully at the inn with our wine and
Yeah.
entertainments.
100%. Great. What about you, Pincushion? You're awfully quiet. What do you think? Do you want to blow shit up with me? I feel like you're not as buttoned up as you play. Get it? Cause
No. No, I'm up for it because there's lots of things that we don't like about his family business as of right now. So
because it's a shitty bit. No
But,
offense, but it's shitty.
If you see any
Oh,
black ooze,
wait.
don't touch it.
oh yeah, don't touch the black ooze.
Why the fuck would I touch if I saw an unidentified black ooze? Why would I touch it? What have you people been doing? You know what? I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
They're
Wait,
surprisingly
there-
efficient.
one thing. When are you supposed to be playing?
I don't know. I didn't get that far. He didn't tell me. Did he tell me? I didn't listen.
He mentioned this evening.
This evening,
During the festivities.
during the festivities. So what I gotta do is I gotta plant the bomb now.
Yeah.
We can go check out the sanctuary. You can
Mhm.
divert while we're at the sanctuary.
Perfect.
Let's go look at more local things.
You guys go do that. I'm gonna go
Practice, right? Go practice.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna practice my numbers.
Nori is just still enjoying those delicious bear.
So
I feel
many
like-
bear claws.
I love that she's literally our grog because she's just like following behind us eating pastries like out of a bag. She is our grog strong jaw.
She is
Oh yeah.
in all the best ways too. So
As
folks that are getting to the sanctuary, that's Cloud, Milton, and Allie and Nori, correct?
yeah, so I want to pick up Merpow and like hold it out to Entropy. Would you mind taking Merpow with you just in case? I have a connection. If anything happens, you can he'll let me know.
He's literally holding the snake. Like okay.
Yeah,
He's gonna put it in his pocket. Here, you just go right in there.
Cloud will go with Entropy as well.
All right.
Look at us, just two dapper guys out on the town. Who's gonna suspect a thing?
I'm not a guy.
Well, your skin suit. You know what? That is on me. I should not assume the pronouns of your skin suit. It's a very nice skin suit, very attractive.
Oh, Quinn is a guy.
Is Quinn ever gonna come out? Is he as insufferable as you are?
Quinn.
I have no
Quinn
frame
is,
of reference for that.
Quinn is processing.
What the fuck is he processing that he let his patron autopilot his skin suit?
The death of his sister.
He was related to the tiefling?
Not by blood.
Okay, I was about to say, because, like, that would be, I mean, no offense. I mean, well, you know, it could have
Well,
happened. You know, genetics.
not impossible.
G-drive Entropy. I wouldn't mind driving for a little while. Entropy.
Yeah, well, the problem with you driving is you're not going to give the fucking reins back to me, are you? No.
Quinn and Entropy's
Sourpuss.
Look, you know, make it worth my while and we'll talk about it, but I'm not going to let you joyride around in my skin suit. I'm way too pretty to allow you to do whatever the fuck you want.
I'm just imagining.
He talks out loud to his patron half the time. Like that.
That's not an original idea at all.
No, I lifted it from somebody I know.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining Quinn is in the back seat of, or in the passenger seat of like a Barbie car with his patron, just like perfectly straight backed in this just convertible Barbie car.
Yeah, Quinn's in his passenger princess era.
Yeah.
Hey. I was gonna make another joke, but I'm not gonna make the joke. But the bard in me was gonna make the joke.
So, again, splitting you guys up. For those going to the sanctuary, please put your characters over here.
Allie is way too excited to have a full day of just tourism.
Well, to be honest and frank and kind of breaking the fourth wall, I wanted you guys to have a nice, relaxing, fun session before Trent.
Before you TPK us, got it.
Yeah.
I mean, technically.
Before the finale.
Before your sudden and inevitable death. Which will pleasure the audience greatly. Anyway. So. Pull up my music. Yep. Oh, Quinn, sorry, Cloud, if you want to put your character over by Sanctuary, that'd be great.
Oh, I was saying that I
No.
was going to go with Entropy.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're going with Entropy. All right,
Remember,
so
we're just two guys out in the town. Like,
Yes.
it's like
if you put yourself over by the Saint Cloud, that'd be great. Wonderful. You're not
The
actually
guys-
physically there. I know you're going to prep beforehand, but just so we have track.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just noticed that we split guys and gals. I'm slow, all right?
Entropy is they, them, if I remember correctly.
he, they.
Oh, really? Oh, he, they. I knew it. I was
He,
close.
Both are good. Don't call him she. Don't call him late for dinner. Don't call him bad in bed. Other than that, we're pretty good.
They are.
Well, they've never been told that they are, so.
Would they listen, though, is the question.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Instant answer.
No. Immediately no.
There we go. Oh, sorry. I did something silly. There we go. All right. Anywho, as you get down to the sanctuary, you'll notice a couple things. First off, it looks like a Church of the Dawn church. But there are some distinct differences. One, the Church of the Dawn symbols aren't here. The huge sun, the iconography all over the place, the trappings are gone. This is a plain stone building. All the windows are open. There's no glass, it's just open. On the front is another symbol of the sun. Milton, you don't have to roll to recognize this because you know it, having lived in Tullus much of your life. The symbol of Dawnism. The symbol of the faith of the dawn that the Church of the Dawn broke off of. Dawnism is a philosophical religion more than an actual hierarchy structural base. Each part of Dawnism deals with an aspect, the aspect of truth, the aspect of charity, the aspect of generosity, and so on and so forth. They don't have gods because they don't believe that gods exist anymore, and that we all must attain a better version of ourselves. It's very popular in Tullus and a lot of the southern reaches of the world. The north tends to be more hierarchical because, again, of the cultural, influences therein. But this is the first time you have seen a Dawnist temple in many years. Inside, there are no pews. There are no altars or anything like that. There is a lifted dais, probably original to the building, but it's bare floor. All the symbols and iconography are gone. And at the very back, on top of the dais, reading a great book that seems to be worn leather with gold inlay that shines even from where you are, because the sun always seems to catch you where you are standing. Is this gentleman? Oh, no, that's
That's me.
yeah, that's you standing right on top of the token that I was actually put there. There we go.
And look at that beautiful art.
Okay. Yes, look at this beautiful art. This individual,
Jonathan.
a raven folk, dressed in the robes of the Dawnist elder, looks up from his book and goes, "Ah, welcome, welcome, welcome to the temple of the aspect sanctuary." Close to the great book. "How may I guide and aid in your journey?"
I was simply curious what this was. I don't believe I've heard of. She's kind of gestures.
Oh, you are
Not
new
quite
to
like this.
Dawnism.
This version of it.
This for let me guess. Obviously you're from out of town. You come from the north then. Church of the Dawn, yes?
Yes, we've run into them a few times.
Run into them is a very gentle way of them hunting you down. We don't use such falsities in this place. By the way, this is like his wings. So he's like,
Yeah.
"This is a temple to the aspect of sanctuary as part of the Dawnistic faith. Of course, faith is a very general term that I use so that the locals understand it better. How can I help illuminate your path?"
You don't. She's just kind of like looking around. Uh, you don't believe in the Church of the Dawn's way of handling things?
Ah, the Church of the Dawn. That's not a faith, that's a cudgel that's used to beat people into submission and gain power. No, 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 no. We, in the Dawnistic faith, believe that we must gear our minds and our bodies and our motivations to an aspect of the universe, an aspect of a greater thing. For us, as part of the aspect of sanctuary, is to give safe haven, to find safe haven within ourselves, especially when the storms outside seem to rattle our walls, or crack our ceilings, or flood our floors, for lack of a better term. We of the sanctuary aspect believe that by giving aid, we can better understand how we can aid ourselves in trying times. As
Is that what?
scrolls.
Yeah. Is that why there's so many orphans that seem to come here? That
It is, one could say, a happy consequence. Happy in the fact that we can lend sanctuary to so many lost ones.
interesting. I'm of a different faith. than this, but it has its own kind of sanctuary to a degree. Um, and
Sanctuary is an aspect that touches many. It is a great supportive roof, a blanket of security from the troubles of the outer world.
yes.
And what faith is yours, if I may be humble in asking?
Uh, she's kind of just like glancing around and is taking in the space and trying to
He cranes his
judge.
feathers a little bit.
Yeah, she tries to judge how this is gonna go, but she's like, you know what? They don't like the Church of the Dawn. Um, I am a follower of Rothadius. Um,
Audience, a death walker. Well, have not seen one of your kind in a long while. But in Sanctuary, judgment is not allowed. All are welcome within the Sanctuary aspect.
oh, this has truly been a delight.
A delight indeed. And he looks over at Milton. I
Hmm?
do apologize. I did not mean to ignore you as well. Um,
No.
are you also a member of the Death Faith?
She certainly
Not-
assists.
Yes, I assist.
Ah, so an
I
acolyte, as it were.
yes.
Ah.
She's adjacent.
It's more like a different department of the same program.
She's the muscle.
Mhm.
Ah, well. I had not expected to meet others seeking enlightenment as well as greater understanding. So please, by all means, within the sanctuary, again, welcome all. Also within sanctuary, we do not believe in the confinements of certain things like chairs, tables. To exist is to be, and to be is to be here. So he won't sit down on the hard floor. Sit with me a while and let us speak. I am so interested to know more about Rothadius. My people were once followers of the Death God for many generations, many generations. I myself stepped away from that faith and found my way into Dawnism, as you can tell.
Ellie like immediately floofs her outfit, sits down, and just starts going in on like just sharing the information and like exchanging ideas and whatnot with this guy.
It's probably one of the first times where Allie's been actually able to have a full-blown religious conversation with
Yeah.
somebody in a safe environment. Um, Milton,
Yes.
my dear Milton, would you
Mhm.
be so kind as to roll me perception, please? I think I've just been torturing you with this roll, but
Yeah, Allie is
you
just
make
full
her
engrossed.
habitually 19. Just roll one more time just for shits. I want to see if it comes up 19 again because it's been 19 all the way around.
Well, it's because she can't roll less than
Oh my
it,
god!
no,
I
it's
can
because
tell.
she can't roll less than the 10. So
Mhm.
any number, so she rolled a 5 and she rolled a 3 just now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So any number that's less than a 10 will
I'm-
automatically make it a 19.
Got it.
Yep.
That's an amazing. Was that a feat?
It's a
Yeah,
rogue
right?
feature.
Oh.
Mhm.
Reliable talent.
Oh, because, yeah. Okay.
Grayson has that
I
now.
was about to say, yeah, because everyone's, I love it.
So,
Milton Menace.
Rogues are fun.
Mhm.
Milton,
Never played one.
Yes.
as they're going into this full-blown religious conversation,
Mhm.
if you want to be involved in it, you can definitely be involved in it if you will. But as you're sitting there, that smell strikes your nose again. Oleander. Oleander's a very distinct smell. And it's a smell that the garden uses for very special things. But there's also a story about oleander, but you're smelling it now. What do you do?
Mhm. Can I tell where it's coming or what direction it's coming from?
It's
Or
coming
is
from
it
yeah, the smell's coming from outside um the graveyards outside of the temple.
I'm going to follow it.
Okay.
I think she's safe in this in the temple.
Allie is
Oh.
so involved in the conversation.
Hmm.
You
Not
could
gonna
have
notice.
died right there. She might not. Speaking of death, you walk outside.
And immediately just
Oh,
it's like, no.
As you step outside and that smell continues to hit your nose, you see a figure hunched over one of the graves, robes, and an old dress, or basically an old woman. Let me just do something really quick. Yep.
hmm.
This old woman,
Ooh.
hunched over one of the graves, planting oleander flowers on one of the graves.
Wow. Um, Milton's gonna politely walk up and say, trying to say, those are pretty flowers. I am sorry for your loss.
The woman turns her head, and again, she's, eyes wrapped and blinded. She goes, "Thank you, dear. They've always been my favorite flowers. So many fond memories. Highly misunderstood plants, you know.
Yeah, from what I hear, they are.
I must say, dear, you moved very skillfully. I must admit, ears must be going because you snuck up on me.
Um, thank you, and I'm sorry for sneaking up on you. I did not mean to do that.
It's all right, dear. It's all right. May an old woman ask you a small question?
Of course.
Do you know where one can plant such a flower?
I I do. It was lovely in a garden or two.
As soon as you say that, her hand will whip out and this long dagger, like basically as long as my forearm, comes out and stops pointing right at your nose. She goes, "All right, who do you work for? How did you find me?" "I told that old bitch never to come looking for me again, and she sends a huh, interesting smell."
Thank you. She,
"Who are you?"
they call me Poppy, or at least yeah, they call me Poppy in the garden, but I go by Milton.
"Poppy.
Poppy, yes.
You're not Poppy. Poppy was deep of voice, deep. They replaced Poppy. Eh! No matter how long I've been out, that bitch keeps changing the flowers. All right. Tell me this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who I am?
No.
You mean they've never told you the story of Oleander? At that point, the connection is made. You don't have to make a roll on this. This is a story
Okay.
that you would have been told in the garden, but again, it's like legend and mystery. Within the garden, there are specialists. Orchid was a butcher, but good at being butcher. Rose is the subtle knife, master of political arts. Poppy, you've yet to find your specialization, but you are so good at what you do so far. The story of Oleander. Oleander was a jack of all trades and a master of all. Oleander was the perfect assassin. Did not matter the job, did not matter how it needed to be done. Oleander would get it done without even being found. Orchid idolized Oleander. Because Orchid was older, she remembered Oleander as a person. What made her a legend was that, unlike anyone else, she left the garden and was never pursued. She escaped the life. Orchid always wondered how she did it, because no one leaves the garden. You either grow or you get trimmed. Oleander left. And you are now standing right in front of her.
Wow.
So tell me,
Huh.
new Poppy, how did you find me?
Well, here I smelled oleander and followed the scent, but I saw the mark on a house in town that was faded, so
Damn. He always said I should have taken that down. I said it was sentimental. Of course, he was right as always. Well, girl, you found me. Are you here to actually do a job?
no. I'm on another, technically another job that I'm probably going to get on another job at the moment.
On another job, eh?
Yes.
It just never ends, does it? There's always another job. There's always another target. You never get a moment's rest. Unless you're like him. And she looks, her face looks down at a grave. And like him, he got to leave peacefully. I'm old, Poppy. I'm glad you're not here for a job. But I'm not leaving. So if you tell the bitch where I'm living, anyone she sends, I will send back in pieces.
Okay. I'm not. She's mad at me already, so. Mm-mm.
You seem on edge.
Yeah, I might have made her mad, so
Oh
I
no,
don't.
no, no. That was her speaking, not me.
Oh,
That was her.
no, I'm telling her this.
I'm
She's
sorry.
a legend. So,
I'm sorry for the dagger.
it was very pretty. I do like it.
Thank you. Sadly, I can't tell anymore. Um, this life will do that to you. Just snap out at people. So, what's your target? What's your job?
I'm supposed to kill one of my friends and turn one of my other friends or send her back home.
Why?
Probably for power, to be honest. They're both from very powerful
No, no,
families.
no, dear. Not
Oh, yeah.
why. For them. Why you?
I don't, I've never,
You
never
never.
asked, no, I never asked why
That's the thing.
me.
We never asked why. We always just did. We always just do.
Yeah, we tend to do that, don't we?
Yes, we do. That's why I said no. Not anymore. Not after him. Not anymore. And something tells me, my old ears, that you don't want to either. Or there's enough doubt to make you not have done the job already.
Both?
Mhm. Poppy, you have something that they failed to take out of you in the garden. A brain. Too many of them take the easy route of just doing the job, enjoying the perks, not realizing why they're doing the job or how it makes them feel until it's too late. And then they send the gardener after you, and before you know it, you're, well, pushing up daisies.
Hmm.
So tell me, Milton,
Mm-hmm.
how did you get into the garden?
I don't. She found me.
She found you.
Yes.
She doesn't find people. People find her. Or she creates situations that would be perfect to be found in. You were never found. You were never an accident. You want to know how I got in?
How?
My family was slaughtered. Slaughtered in a raid. You want to know how she found me? She found me on the docks as I was coming in on my ship, hoping to escape the slaughter. The Vedka Empire did its business, and I got fed into a machine. Does that sound familiar to you?
Very familiar to me, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Too familiar.
My family were in Tesla Ra before the War of Expansion. The Vedka swarmed over the mountainside, slaughtered my village and my people, killed my parents. I got on a ship, nothing more than a fishing boat with 5 other survivors, 2 of which died on the ride over the channel. And there she was, with warm food and a safe place to sleep. And now it seems the story continues. Would you like some advice from an old woman?
Yes, please.
Stop. Stop before it's too late. Stop before your friend ends up like him, and you end up like this.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Best is all we can do. But the second you realize that her control, her obligations, duty, honor, blah, 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 all of its smoke, all of its mirrors, once you look past and see the truth of the matter, you see the truth of it, you'll realize what's important. And it's not a fucking garden. It's life. Now, if you'll excuse me, I am going to go home and have dinner. Be well, sister.
Be
Oh.
well. Yeah.
Did you know Orchid by any chance?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Uh, she still causing mischief?
She did.
Did.
Mm-hmm. Just recently.
I had hopes for her, but we all have hopes that die in the end. You still have time.
Okay.
Yes, my dear.
I haven't seen her lately, but that doesn't mean anything. But Rose has been a pain in my side
Rose.
in my past travels, yeah.
Rose. Rose, just like any other flower, but worse. Always the worst ones get rose. Always the ones that are
Mm-hmm.
sly and slimy. If your rose is the same rose that I'm thinking of, or at least similar to, arrogant, yes?
Yes.
Use that arrogance. Roses are arrogant to the core. That's why they get that name. Roses are rotten. Smell great, look great, sharp, but ultimately rotten. Use that arrogance. They always slip
Okay.
up. That's why there's so many damn number of them. What, you've never heard of a bushel of roses?
I have.
But at any rate, take care of yourself, Poppy. And one day you'll grow into your own flower. And with that, she turns, starts walking away. The gravestone, again, just letting you know you don't have to roll for it.
Mhm.
Alexander Luchenko, born 1723, died 1726. As a GM, are you okay?
Yes. Yes. I'm fine.
Okay. Do you want
Milton's
to
gonna
return? Sorry, go ahead.
Milton's gonna want to return because she's been away, and I don't know if Nori's noticed. And if Nori's noticed, she's gonna start panicking, and she doesn't really want Nori panicking because it's just a has to calm her down, and she'll be on edge for the next few days. So
Nori is perfectly safe. She's actually kind of fallen asleep listening to Allie and the elder going back and forth about religion, faith, philosophy. It's also devolved into favorite books and favorite authors.
okay, good. I didn't
Yes.
want Nori to panic. So
Nori has Edgar. Edgar has Nori. Now we will pause on you two. Now to our destructive duo.
And Dapper, our Dapper destructive duo.
Dapper destructive duo. So, as you two are heading to the... Let me get back here. Nope, that's not what I want. There we go. Because they're dapper. They're about to do violence. As you two head to St. Cloud Distributions, you'll notice again, unlike everywhere else, this place looks new. This place looks like it's been built, manufactured, and set. As the St. Clouds do. There's never anything old. Always with the new, always moving forward. This looks like a proper distribution center. Not exceptionally busy, but it's definitely a distribution center. There are a couple of workmen moving crates and that being put onto wagons that are being prepared to be sent off. There is a front door. There is an entrance. What do you do?
Well, before they get too close, he's gonna kind of like look at Quinn and be like, or Cloud, and be like, "All right, Cloud, should we disguise your skin suit? Cause like, or are we gonna use the fact that your skin suit is the son of this family? What are we doing?"
Well, I suppose that depends on what your plan is. Would it be more advantageous or disadvantageous? That's the word, right? Yeah,
Disadvantageous.
that's probably a word.
It is now. Well, I mean, I was just gonna go in there and tell them I was the health inspector and I was shutting the place down, and they need to, you know, clear out for the day so I can do my inspection, and then I was going to find some way to blow it up.
Right. Well, I say that we keep this appearance. That way, in case Quinn is recognized, we could use that to lend credence towards your authority.
That sounds like a good plan. All right, let's go. He's gonna like offer his arm, be like, Lupine, we fancy? You want to skip? I'm really good at skipping.
Cloud
It's because of the legs.
grabs your elbow like this,
He's just gonna like it's like a chain. You know what? Never mind. You ruin everything. This is supposed to be a fun exercise.
So, you go inside. The front area, again, everything here feels rustic, feels natural, made sense because it's a city that grew organically. Here, it is not. Here, it is pristine, it is clean, it is manufactured. There's a gentleman at the front desk. Give me a moment here. Let me pull it up. And there we go. This gentleman at the front desk. You also notice something, that even though he looks human, that's not a person.
Is it three possums in a coat? Sorry.
No,
What
no,
is
it's
it?
not three possums in a coat.
What is it?
It is a synthetic man, or in another term, a very well-made warforged. Welcome and greetings to the St. Cloud Distribution Center. I am your representative. How may I be of assistance today?
Huh. Hi there. My name is Mr. Edwards. It's nice to make your acquaintance. I'm a health inspector here in my, well, actually, yours. I don't know if you recognize him, but we are here to do an inspection of the distribution center. We need to look at the not just like the physical aspect, but we also need to inspect the books. Just need to do a walkthrough of the whole place. The only thing is I need the place completely empty before I can do that.
Wait, just a second. There we go. Had to get the right music. Wait a minute. Mr. St. Cloud? What brings you all the way out here, sir?
I came to do the things that this gentleman said.
I was not informed that you would be personally doing any kind of... I was not even informed of any inspection that was to be sent to this facility.
It was a surprise inspection. It's kind of funny how health departments will do those things. You know what I mean? It's like an undercover boss situation.
Undercover boss. That is a interesting notion. But if it is for the St. Cloud Distribution Center, we will make sure that any and all employees are removed for this inspection. I do need, of course, your identification.
I'm sorry. I left my the miniature portrait that I had commissioned of myself in my other bag of holding.
That is an unfortunate shame, because as of company policy, any inspection needs to have proper authorization, even in the presence of a member of the board and or executive management.
Actually, I changed that policy.
When was this policy changed, sir?
Approximately 23 seconds ago.
I'm gonna need you to roll me a persuasion.
Can I give the help though? Can I help him?
You can give him the aid action, yes.
You got this. You
You
got
roll with
this.
advantage
Remember,
now.
in the name of the Chaos Witch and the Trinket Troll, you're going to
I
roll
rolled
high.
2 19s.
Well, shit. All right.
Suck it.
You
Sorry.
apparently will. Sir, this is most irregular. But if the St. Clouds have come down directly for this distribution center to be directly inspected, it must be of importance. I will make sure the facility is emptied. Mr. St. Cloud, sir, do you also want us to remove the special items that were sent in earlier this week?
Yes, please place them in a package along with the other
Package, sir? These are barrels. We cannot put them into a package unless you have a large package of some magical entity.
I got a large one. I'm sorry.
They need a large.
This
magic-
violates our HR code of ethics.
I've been told it's
The barrels, yes.
Yeah.
Please explain to my associate what barrels you're referring to.
Oh, but of course.
Oh man.
The barrels in question are of the substance 72X93, also known as the ooze. We are currently in the process of processing them to make sure that they will be properly processed.
Oh. Yes, well, we would like to inspect those.
Very well. Please make sure that you
Barrel
do not
well.
touch the barrels directly, for they are still in their toxic state and are still in the process of being shipped to Sayre, as per our contract with the Church of the Dawn and Associates.
Isn't the Church of the Dawn gone?
They don't know that.
He's gonna like kind of look over at Cloud and like kind of like just hold on one sec. I need to just like he's gonna mouth, "Can I kill this one?" to Cloud. You can say no, I just,
Do Warforged have souls?
Yes,
Oh, they do. Okay.
they do have souls.
Like, how do I
Fine.
ask them?
I won't do anything then.
Okay.
Is there like a corrupt
Um,
foreman in this place I can go after?
Um. Worker, could you also do us a favor and direct me towards the high-priced items in the store?
Ah, but of course, sir. Right this way. And he leads you to a smaller room that is protected by a vault. As per company policy, I need to properly open this door. Opens his face up, takes a key out. Inside, it's not a lot. Again, this is a distribution center in a very small part of the world. There's a couple of small enchanted items, a sword, a book, but that's about it.
Okay. Wonderful. You may leave this open while we inspect.
Very well, sir. And he hands the key over. Please remember to lock it properly as per company policy. I will go and make sure the workforce have have vacated the premises. Shouldn't be longer than a few minutes. I will come back to let you know that they are gone.
Love that.
They
After.
disappear.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, they disappear. They turn a corner and they're gone.
After they're gone, can I look around for splody ingredients?
Well, you guys are still up in the front. You haven't gotten into the warehouse part yet. So
Okay.
here, there's really nothing of exploding nature. The
That is
book,
fair.
you could probably explode because it's a book of fireballs, but
What?
a book of fireballs.
The DM giveth. Okay.
I will make note, though, robbery and theft has its own consequences.
Well, it technically all belongs to Cloud.
Yeah, and all the
no.
evidence is gonna get we're also blowing the place up. Does that not have consequences? It's just robbery and theft.
If anything, I'm saving these items from being destroyed.
Literally that.
Okay.
Like, he technically owns them, so
I'm not going to take everything. Just
I mean,
those
you
high-value
should
items.
take what. Hey, Entropy is a bag of holding, so if by all means, just like stuff it.
Just shoveling everything.
There is a +2 sword, a
Huh?
bunch of scrolls of teleportation,
Well,
and the book of fireballs.
Yeah, we'll just shovel all those in the bag.
All right. After a while, actually, do you keep the vault open or closed?
Oh no, I promised to close it.
Do you close it before the guy comes back?
Yeah, we just kind of
All right, cool.
grab everything and then just
Yeah.
close it back up.
The worker comes back. Sir, the workers have been told to vacate the premises for the remainder of the day. A lot of them seem to be relieved.
Wonderful.
Of course, their next 14-hour shift will then be in 5 hours.
Thank you. I believe I can handle it from here. Warforged don't need to breathe, right?
No, breathing is not what we need because we do not have lungs. Tang, tang, tang.
Wonderful. I have a special assignment for you.
Oh, special assignment.
Yes. If you could please report to Tren proper.
Trend proper. I'm
I
being
shall-
sent to the main office?
Not the main office specifically, and more of an annex site. In the meantime, you can wait for me at the docks. You can walk there.
The docks here. Very well.
No, the docks in Tren.
This is very unusual. Meet you at the docks in Tren.
Yes.
May I ask why?
You may not.
Well, as per my contract, I have to follow these instructions. Very well,
Hello,
sir.
D&D generates.
oh shit, did we get raided?
Yeah, we did.
Hey, look at us getting raided when things are about to explode. Huzzah! Good
Welcome,
job.
D&D
They came for the
gens.
explosion.
Okay, so the Warforged again tips his hat, walks off, and leaves to find his way down to Tren to wait for you at the docks. You now have the warehouse empty to you.
Great, let's blow it up. Guys, you're just in time. We're gonna blow up a warehouse.
We're gonna blow it to shit.
We're gonna blow
Um,
it to smithereens.
I'm gonna need you guys to roll me an investigate real quick.
No.
If you want to blow it up, you're gonna need it.
Fine.
Not bad. You both find it, or at least find the combustible items. And you also discover something. The barrels that he was talking about wasn't just a few. There was a bunch here, like a lot. This
Adorable.
seems to be one of the distribution centers that we're about to send a large shipment further north of the necrotic ooze. So, just FYI, blowing this up will have consequences.
I mean, to be fair, the party blew up the Church of the Dawn in
Yeah, true.
Alharad, so
This is also true. So,
right.
how are you blowing this thing up?
I feel like at this point, we're contractually obligated to blow something up in every town that we go to.
I appreciate that. Entropy is gonna turn to Cloud and be like, Cloud. What was that book? What was the book that we put in the bag?
The Book of Fireballs.
I think that is perfect.
Would you like to?
Oh, I would love to. I'm contractually obligated to. Not over the table because of what Allie said, but because my boss literally told me to blow this place up. But I did tell the princess that we were going to do that. So yes, may I? So, how does the Book of Fireballs work? Do I just like pull out pages and...
Exactly like that. Sure.
No, you're not allowed to do that because I know the rest of us are going on.
Can't help it. Basically, yeah, you could either use the entire book, which would basically be a 400 kiloton bomb.
Okay, so
Well, like 120 megaton, but still, it would vaporize the building and take probably good portion of the castle and the cliffside with it. If you want to use the entire book.
Can Cloud roll Arcana? Because I happen to know that Cloud's Arcana is disgusting and mine is now a +2. Can Cloud roll Arcana to
does
see?
Cloud want to?
I could Entropy would be like, hey, do you know how many of these pages I need in order to blow the place up? But not blow up any of the surrounding like residences and shops and stuff. Controlled demolition. Urban planning.
Would I know this off the top of my head, or would I have to roll?
Well, Cloud has that unique, wonderful ability that they could tap into once a day.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
If you wanted to use it for this, that would probably help.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. You still have to roll with an advantage, though, and then I can give you greater details.
For Arcana?
Yep.
Okay.
See, that's why I asked him to do it.
Yep, but we should always ask. So.
This is true. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. Cloud, you reach in and contact your other part, your greater part. Using a book of fireballs for something like this is going to be dicey, but can be done. 4 pages on each point of the rectangle of the structure would be enough to level it without destroying anything else outside, if conditions are favorable.
Okay. How many pages are in the book?
Oh, the book itself has about 40. So it's like more of a pamphlet, but you know.
Okay.
You will also know that the more you use, the more pages you need to make a fireball work.
Okay. So yeah, Cloud would pass this along. 1 page on each point of the building should be sufficient.
Wonderful. I knew you were smart enough to figure that out. Entropy is going to then just kind of like skip from point to point and like tear out a page and throw it. Before the last one. Oh shit, Cloud, do you want to do one? Do you want to engage in the crimes or do you want it to be on me? I don't know if you have a conscience.
Were you gonna say something?
I was just going to say, this is what I'm hearing when you say skip around.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I have skipping music.
Yes, I would be happy to take part.
Well, here you go. In fact, take 2. And he'll pick one of his other ones up. Just we'll split it.
All right. So you set the fireball paper in its various points.
Mm-hmm.
How do you want to light these things? With your knowledge with Arcana, again, like you normally do with a scroll, you concentrate, power through it, boom, it fires. If you do that, though, here, the building is going to topple on top of you.
Can I use... I have... Hold on. Why isn't... I can't put it. It's not letting me put it in. Sorry, it's not letting me like put it to roll 20. But I have Ghost
Is
Flame.
it on D&D Beyond?
Ah, cat. Why? Sorry, I've been booted off of my character sheet by the Torty.
The-
The evil Torty from hell.
Oh, she
Because
got
it's
big.
She did get big.
Or
If
he.
it's on D&D Beyond, you
Ah!
just click on display in VTT and it should show up.
I know where it normally is. I'm telling you that the little icon is not there. Sorry. Take the cat. Ah! Jesus. Fucking Christ. Sorry. It's fine. I can just copy and paste it. Sorry, the cat was
Alright.
very distracting.
No worries, it's what a cat does.
And she's a tortie, so she's an asshole. There you go. That.
Alright.
But it says you can light or snuff out a small, like, fire. Which is a, you know, torch or small campfire. So, like, could I just kind of, like, make a little flame?
What's the range on it?
30 feet?
Well, you can do this, but remember, this is controlled demolition. 30 feet away is still going to be within the blast radius. So,
Is it, do you have firebolt by chance? I do not.
I do.
Oh, what's the range on that?
120 feet.
Oh, okay.
that'll do it.
I was gonna say, if the pieces of paper are within range of each other, would shooting one cause a chain reaction?
Exactly.
Fantastic.
Because, again, these are fireballs. The blast will set off the others, and boom, bada boom, bada boom, bada boom.
Shall we?
We shall.
He's gonna hook arms again and just stroll out the fucking door.
To this music.
To this music. He's gonna like make sure to put Astrid's glasses on when he turns to face the building.
All right. So, do you cast the spell?
Perfectly appropriate.
Oh,
See?
fire
Yes, I noticed that.
Yep. So you're firing it? Okay.
I didn't ask how big the room is.
I said cast fireball.
The gods favor you so damn hard. I was hoping for a 1 because that would have been funny. So,
Hey, that's not very nice.
it would have been funny.
This is true.
As the fireball streaks off, passes through the open door, hits one, then it goes boom. You don't hear anything for a second. Another second goes by. Another second goes by. Huh. Maybe it's not as boom. The walls blast out, the roof falls down. Boom. And it starts crumbling and burning in fire. Black, thick black smoke starts rising up with streaks of white. When there's white smoke, you know that's chemical involvement. So, black and white smoke billowing up to the sky. But thankfully, it does not burn the nearby houses, the walls, or the cliffside. Excuse me. And with that, I know I was going to have the whole, but there was an explosion and things like that. I think we'll be calling it there for the night.
I will ask
Yes.
one question.
Yes.
How far did the Warforged get?
I'm going to say it took at least a half hour for you guys to get the place set up. So he's probably a good distance out of town.
Oh, okay.
Because again, I mean, you're located here. Tren is south. So you started heading south.
He's booking it.
Right. It probably wouldn't have been taking that long to just set the pages, right? Like,
I
You
would
got to get them just right.
yeah, structural integrity and all that, but
Yeah,
no,
okay.
it wouldn't have taken too long.
okay. No, because I had an idea, and then I realized that I probably could have done something better with the Warforged, but
I
that's
That was
got
still
you.
good though.
It was still good. And by the way, you wanted to plug something, sir, since this is the end of the session. If you wanted to plug something now,
Oh,
By all
yes.
means, plug.
Well, thank you everyone for watching, of course. If you enjoyed the stream and maybe you missed out on last week or the week before or any number of streams beforehand, you can watch on our YouTube channel, Wit and Witchery, same name as the stream, and catch up on all our old adventures. If you want to be a part of our community, you can join our Discord server, which I believe the link is below in the
in
should
the
be in the
bio.
about section, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
in the about and it's in the chat at some point. It gets plugged.
And we also have our TikTok channel, which again, everything's under the same name, Wit and Witchery.
Yep.
So yeah.
Thank you
All right.
very much, Malachi. This is why I like that our team works together for these things. But nonetheless, you all have a wonderful evening or morning in this case. Happy Mother's Day. It is officially Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
And thank
Happy
you.
moms.
Thank you very much to the moms that are a part of our group, as well as those that support us outside of the group. What? Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
There
I'm
are
sorry.
two types of
I'm
mom.
sorry.
There's thank you, and there's
Hey, you got both
True.
flavors in the group, where it's balance.
Also, to those moms who aren't with us anymore, we miss you every day. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, may your adventures be daring. Good night.